it working now? Yeah! I hope it is. Or maybe it's not. Hello? What's going on? Oh my god. Huh. It says I'm not streaming. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Perfect. It works. All right. I'll be a few minutes and then I will practice reading. I don't expect anyone to watch really because this is a very indulgent live stream. But the good thing is that everyone everyone involved can enjoy me losing my fucking shit in the so supposed future, possibly, probably. But yeah, let me get my sweet potato. Let me have a little nom nom. And we'll enjoy this mysterious visual novel that I actually have no clue like what it is about other than the synopsis really. I don't know what to expect. So I'm excited. I'm genuinely so excited. I've been waiting for this. So yeah, give me a few minutes. And also, if I get fucking shouted at for not like, oh, if I get shouted at for not fucking posting my shit again, I swear to fucking god, I'm gonna be throwing hands. There's no way. I can't. Listen, I try my best. I'm not gonna fucking ping all of you cunts because if I don't fucking ping all of you, you literally, you like, I'll always miss somebody and then they'll have a go at me. But the next thing, it was gonna be like, oh, you didn't ping Xeno. Oh, he really wanted to watch the stream. Buddy, just, oh, it's fine. It's fine. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Fuck dungeon. I hate it. Oh my god. Miserable lot. And also, for future notice, if Seal comes back to maybe clip some things. In the future, I'll have what I did basically last night and have something set up for just like a small group instead. Just because sometimes I want to not really have something public, but I want to use the convenience of being able to easily send somebody something. I don't know if that makes sense. And I think it will be quite nice. Since I know how that works now, which is cool. I have a very small snack, so starting will actually be more like maybe 15 minutes. I also need to change OBS. It's on the wrong screens and all that nonsense. Needs to be on my bottom screen. I slower that a bit. I'll make the sound. Excuse me, there's voices in this game. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Finally. Finally some good fucking food. Oh, holy shit. I'm so excited. I'm nervous and excited. Oh my god, there's voices. Oh. I'm scared. I hope it's not fully voiced because I wanted to practice shit. I wanted to practice speaking and just saying things. But if it's voiced, I'm just gonna be silent all the time, and that would defeat kind of the purpose of doing this. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to die multiple times. I just like dying in games. I'm almost done. The sweet potato was smaller than anticipated. Now, the one thing that I don't know what to do, I don't know, how do I get stream chat up again? It's completely gone, which is fine. I'm not going to probably read it, but it is still nice to have. I found it when I have it off now. Another thing that I want to do, which I was discussing with others, Sorry if you can hear munching, which I think you can. Why is my filter's not working? Well, I don't know. But I want to get overlays just so it's a little bit cleaner, and at least if I'm going away or doing something else and being a dog shit presenter, viewer, host, whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it, I'll have like something nice to look at that tells something. I don't know how to set that up entirely and how people do that, so that's also another thing I have to look into. I don't want anything fancy because this is just for fun, but it would be nice just to have multiple things that kind of work and flow easier and have very noticeable differences, so it's easy to tell what's going on. I'm also taking medication because I'm quite sick today. Quite sick because I went outside for a few hours and my body doesn't like that. That's cool. Well, it's not used to it, I should say. Alright, let us begin. There's tentacles. I know there's a succubus. There's a jester. there's a little silly clown. And perhaps some dinner slop. Yes! I'm having girl dinner. I had tomatoes and cheese and I had and cheese on top with hot sauce. That's all I had, and that's good enough for me. So let's start. Pronouns. Give me she and her. Yup. Oh my god. I'm actually so fucking hype. Yes, I love reading. Looking. Oh wow, I can be a proper creature of sorts. Okay, we're type 2, obviously. Both have very. I do quite like. Oh, it's delayed again. I don't know how to fix that 100%. I'm just assuming there's always going to be a delay. But I was gonna say they both look sleep deprived, and I like that. And that's what I like in any character design. I mean, let's look at Rich. I don't know how to fix delays though. I will double check. I'm not too pressed because it shouldn't matter too much. It should only really, like, it should be fine. It's mainly just for preservation reasons. Low latency, ultra low latency. Disable. What the fuck? Okay, I need to find that setting. Sorry. I need to go to settings. Fuck the viewers, bro. This is all about me. You are not important. This is all me. Me. Only me. Settings. Here we go. Okay, where does it want me to go? Latency settings. Well, where the fuck is that, dear? Like, I guess I'll do above normal. There is no stream delay. Change YouTube latency. Settings, advanced stream delay. And disable. Buddy, it's fucking delayed. What do you want me to do? There's nothing I can do to change this. It's all perfect. It's all as it were. I don't know. I changed it a little bit. I did change something. I don't know how much that matters, but I do see your messages. So at least like if you give it a few minutes, I can respond, and it will be a bit weird, but that's fine. It is Jova. It is. It's unlucky. Let's read my slop. I'm in a fucking time limit. I can only stream for like at most I'm gonna give myself 2 hours on this. And then I'll stop. I might do a little bit of drawing, a little peek of drawing, but I'm trying to avoid doing it. Doing it fully on stream because I want to somewhat keep it hidden. If not, I can do a little doodle. RTA. Yep. Anyway, let's be a seat deprived girl. I have type 2 body. Yep, that's me. Yep. I also have a post on... Let's go with you. I also have a post that is going to be... I accidentally posted it because I didn't know how... what is it called? Scheduled posts work? I figured how to do it on Twitter. So I have one that's going to happen at 2 a.m. UK time. I accidentally posted it before and it stayed up for 30 minutes because I was confused. But there is a post and you've already seen it, so you know it's an artist chat, so it's fine. But let's hope it does okay. Like, I want lots of people to enjoy periods. Yes. Anyway, my name is you. Your name is you. Oh my god, that's a lot of fucking text, buddy. Okay, sometimes I really wonder, how did I end up here? Not that I dreamed of a career as a neurosurgeon or an astronaut, but for crying out loud, working at a gas station. On the other hand, money is money. Game is game. Yes, I do want numbers. Give me cow. No, I'm joking a little bit. As long as it gets like 100 views, I'll be happy. Like, always. Like, as long as people see it and maybe a few little likes, like 50 likes is my goal from my past, basically. If it gets 50 likes, I'm very happy. I'm going to edit it a little bit because I think that did help. You're responding to things that weren't too far off. So I actually might give priority to all our stuff. I'm gonna give it high priority. And hopefully that helps more. Money is money and game is game. I can't tab back in. Oh. Did I skip anything? No, I didn't. I sent out resumes to every conceivable and inconceivable place, applying for every position where I could somehow use my degree in art. This might be a little bit too... How do they know? How do they know? Me applying for fucking jobs and little detours that don't even give me money just to do something, bro. Holy shit. 0 responses. Oh, fucking classic. What? Why the fuck? Like, it's actually real. It's actually real. Like, I'm just playing as me. I'm just playing as you. It's just you. It's just cola. It's little old me. I play games not to roleplay as me. I play games to be immersed in somebody's perspective. But this is a little bit too real. I had to swallow my pride and find at least something else. Yeah, and I go to a fucking gas station, of course, because I can't have a normal career. I can't have my fucking career because I'm too busy being unemployed. So I just do random side quests. Like, I'm always doing something. I'm a fucking minion. Doing what that bitch tells me what to do. Yeah! That's me and Seal. We just need to be bullied to do shit. Excuse me. Human organisms wanted for work at this gas station. Organisms' duties include selling food for mouth, science and obedience, household task obeying those who are more ancient. What the fuck? Friendly team offers, new and old faces of friends, long and different life consumption of nourishment, juicy juices, trips to human places. I found this note stuck to the glass of the bus stop. Food for mouth. Seriously, the guy's got style of his own. Buddy, that's not a real... you know what? No, I shouldn't judge. I would word something like that. Please, feeds. Apparently, the manager is just an eccentric dude, or is this their new marketing tactic to grab attention? Whatever. People often told me that I have my quirks too, and even that, oh my god, even that's even if they even have, what the fuck? This character is so characterized, and that's even if they haven't seen my fursuit. Well, whatever, as long as I'm not a complete jerk who will hit me, or a complete jerk who will hit on me, or make me scrub the floors with a tooth. Buddy, what the fuck? Look at this! It's him! It's me! They have me! Do you see this? I was talking about gnomes to somebody. Oh yes! I was talking to Dolly about gnomes. There's a gnome here. There's a Sims gnome. In this gas station. Very, very interesting. And there's me. Wow. I feel well at home here. I might be able to do good here. A bit of narcissism. Anyway, there's a fucking eyeball looking at me. I didn't scream. I couldn't move. My brain feverishly tried to find any category for this in its database. Hallucinations, psychosis, too many energy drinks. That was not the right voice. Too many energy drinks. A typical middle manager. The monster from my nightmare stirred. Its tentacles crept closer to the counter. My god. Let me know, bro. Let me know. Let's just say let me know. Good first day on the job. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Life could be like this. Every day we could be met with tentacle monsters and tentacle girls, and all would be swell. The creature made a sound, not from a mouth it had none. The sound emanated from deep within its bulk, hollow, profound bone shaking. I do like the words used. Oh, he's so cute! Greetings, organism. I am the indescribable and terrifying consumer of worlds, but you, grain of sand, may call me Manager Bob. No. This isn't real. I'm dreaming. I need to wake up. Yep, because this is the type of shit I be dreaming of. This stuff like this does remind me of dreams I have had that are not very appropriate to say. Not in the sense of sexual, I guess, connotation, but more so in like the horror aspect. Sometimes you realize how monsters and things that are not your everyday life, when you actually see them or you're in the position of it, and it's not like fantasy and being whimsy and silly. This kind of fucked up. Like, if I saw this in person, I'd be really creeped out, because I don't really like eating octopuses too, and every time I see, like having sashimi octopi, I'm like, ooh, that's a little bit odd. a lot of yapping because I want to get used to, like, also just being me. I feel like I kind of keep to myself and I get really nervous. So I want this to also just be an open diary to talk about weird shit. Anyway, you will sell. How do I do his voice again? You will sell food for mouths and obey me, for I am ancient. Memorize the rules of this establishment, for my patience is as limited as the salary I offer you. He's aware that I'm on a minimum wage. Rule number 1, you sell, no matter what, chicken food for the mouth, gremlin fuel, noodles made from cursed souls. I would like that. I would like some noodles from cursed souls. I would give them a high five. Lottery tickets for extra limb raffles, discount rot, vitriol foil, everything must be sold. Well, maybe he has a business voice. I don't know how to voice him. I don't know how silly he is. He looks silly. Hello? He points directly at me with that creepy, slimy tentacle. Oh, he's sparkling! Every miserable unit of currency brings me closer to my triumph exit from this pitiful hellhole. He didn't say hellhole. I pinched myself, but I didn't wake up. Fucking hell. Rule number 2. But he did not say please. Be polite to customers. Ignore bald spots in werewolf fur. And watch out for drafts when ectoplasmic energetic entities are in the store. What? What the what? But don't let them come in, don't let them get too bold. Customers are just walking containers for currency, and they should only pay in monetary units. Payment in existential dread or hair of the dead is not accepted. Many of them come here just to chat because they are idle and purposely organisms. Your task is to make them part with their currency. Anyway, fucking voice changer 9000. It is also your duty to heal organisms if they are injured using special kits. If they die, they can't give away currency. Oh, I didn't know that. Dead mans can't talk. Mans can't talk. I didn't know that. Thank you, Bob. What the oh, hefty choices. Ah, werewolves, ectoplasmic entities. What the hell are you anyway? Hold back, excuse me, sir. You seem to have mentioned werewolves and ectoplasm. Suddenly tremble in fear. Listen, bro. I'm in the presence of something fucking interesting. I'm gonna be questioning it, you know? My voice is as polite as possible. I managed to compress my primal screaming panic into a tight ball and shove it deep down. Werewolves? And that's not to mention that you yourself are a giant meatball with tentacles. Damn you. Absolute yapping. Yeah. Yep, I'm a yapper. I be yapping. I shall answer your question, curious polite organism. Oh, I'm polite. Oh, I'm so... I have such a kinship for this tentacle takoyaki. Oh, he's so joyous. Werewolves and ectoplasmic entities are just few examples of the many insignificant life forms that frequent this establishment. What unites them is that they all are slaves to consumption, just like your kind. As for my nature, I am your immediate supervisor and the guarantor. What the fuck is that word? Guarantor of your future financial prosperity. I'm at a gas station for monsters. I got a job with Cthulhu for minimum wage. This is all you need to know. Fucking hell. Ugh. No! Only I decide what I need to know! Jesus. Fucking aggressive. That it really is all I need to know. I fear any more knowledge will surely drive me insane. Let's be calm and collected, shall we? Listen, we are literally talking to an animal, basically an oversized animal, a little bit too much oxygen, so shouting and screaming is not going to do shit. For the first time, something resembling approval flickered across Bob's many-eyed face. Yep. A rare, unexpected display of grains of wisdom that have not yet left the human species. Why did he loves me. My boss loves me. Embrace your ignorance, let it become your shield, and a direct path to the status of Human Employee of the Month. And what does the Human Employee of the Month get? Do I have to work here for a whole month? Fucking hell, I would, to be honest, yeah. I mean, I would be asking both of those. I have to work for a month, and I also want shit. I just want freely. What does Human of the Month get? A cash bonus of 25 cents. I understand that you humans are already extremely excited about this, but that's not all. You will also have access to the elite manager's restroom for one full work cycle. During its use, there's only a 70% chance that you will be transported to a dimension of endless pain and suffering and unimaginable torment. Torment. True. Fucking hell. I actually need to get water if I'm gonna be like an actual idiot. Because this can of 250 is not doing much. Truly generous. Generous benefactor. Ooh, a tip jar. He suddenly places a tip jar right in front of me on the counter. And the last rule, remember, organism, this tip container must be filled with money by the end of your wake cycle. If the bottom of the jar is visible, you will clean the sanitary rooms with this object in the dimension of absolute horrors and suffering for 2,510 years. I couldn't take my eyes off of the fork. The potential tool of my eternal servitude at this moment, my mind was fully capitulated. Big words for me. Yes, I was hired by a multi-eyed cosmetic architecture squid. Yes, my clients will be non-human. Yes, I'm being threatened with a fork and eternal toilet cleaning. How could anyone clean anything with a fork? The same thing will happen to you even if you think of escaping before the end of your work contract. For fucking 1 month, bro. My oculus sensorium perceives the subtlest of matters. It will detect you in any corner of this pitiful planetary sphere. Shoot, I'm stuck here. I'm in a trap. Do you understand, organism? Hold back here, sir. 2010, why not 2511? I feel like that's a reference, but I don't get it. And I'm really curious because it is quite witty, so I'm gonna do it. Oh, wait, no. I'm gonna die. That's what hold back means. It's not to make the joke. Organism, you dare use sarcasm? You greatly overestimate your significant single-brained creature. I warn you, one more joke like this, and the duration of your possible punishment will increase another millennium, and one prong will disappear from the fork. He gurgles indignantly for a while longer before finally concluding the briefing. My bad. Sorry, Bob. I had to. Goodbye, organism. Good luck in your currency acquisition and button pressing. Can you show me how exactly do I press the buttons? Put in the machine. Oh, I'm actually rage baiting. I think I can handle this. Adequate! Your willingness to fulfill your work duties deserves my emotional approval. Human entity you are. Acceptable.
If you expect a monetary reward instead of an emotional one, you need to immediately reconsider your moral compass. Greed is highly commended trait for a human organism. I'm being judged by an literal fucking wallad boss that thinks I'm nothing. Oh, I'm getting shit talks. I'm getting shit talked for not being pinged. Fuck you. No. Seal, you sick bastard. Don't fucking complain, you wallad. This concludes the briefing. Remain as polite an organism as you are. And no more inappropriate jokes.
Oh, he's keeping an eye. I'm polite, but I'm a little jester. I am a little bit of a silly. Makes fucking noises. He didn't turn around as a human would. His tentacles simply shifted his entire mass in another direction with a soft gurgling sound, and he waddled across the linoleum. These are really big words I've never heard in my life. I'm guessing the linoleum is just the type of towel. Oh, Jesus. Finally, he left me alone. The silence at the gas station was broken only by the hum of refrigerators containing juicy juices and the buzzing of a neon lamp above my head. I stood in the same spot, as if rooted to the ground. My breath returned me in a sharp, uneven gasp. My hands were shaking. The tip jar, which I needed to fill to avoid ending up in a dimension of ancient horrors, still stood proudly on the counter. Okay, so what just happened? Option 1, I've gone insane. That's the most logical conclusion. Prolonged stress from job hunting, malnutrition, nerves, anxiety, a disrupted sleep schedule. My brain just malfunctioned. Wow, that's also real. Yes, that's it. I'm going to wake up from on my couch in a dingy rented apartment. I pinch myself again, and nothing. I scanned the room once more. It smelled of gasoline and old coffee. It was still absurdly real. And that meant everything he said was all true. Werewolves, vampires, tips, the fork. A hysterical mix of laughter and a scream of terror welled in my throat, but I held it back. I needed to get through this. Yeah, because I would... This MC's me, because I would be losing my shit if this was real. I would be like, there's no fucking way that this is happening to me. What's going on? I needed to... Oh. Color change! Oh no, don't tell me that this is the first customer. Bells? What the hell? I'm normal. Yes! Wait, I'm getting water. Hold on. I actually broke my fucking vocal cords doing that scream. Oh my god. I'm so fucking happy. I'm actually so happy. I'm 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 so happy. Yes! Normal human response. Normal human response. Shit! Where the hell did this clown come from? I have nothing appropriate to say. I have absolutely nothing. Let's just say... No! Back! I got too excited. Where the hell did this clown come from? It took great effort not to look away from those red eyes burning in the pitch black darkness. Is he amused? Is he wondering if I'm tasty? Bob didn't exactly give any guarantee that I wouldn't get devoured at work. My brain is still recovering from the encounter with Bob, was frantically trying to figure out how to break this ringing silence. Oh, that's cool. I have a lot of options to fucking choose. You can't just appear with the sound of a creepy piano, sir. Isn't it strange that I work at a gas station for a couple of bucks, yet you are the only one who wears the jester's hat? Holy fucking shit. Real. I should be wearing it. I'm the fucking fool. I am the fool to this madness. Good evening, sir. What would you like to purchase? Please don't eat me. I'm just a miserable, tasteless cashier. I don't think he's gonna fucking eat me, okay? No, in that way at least. And even if it was, I'd be fine with it. Yeah, I'm going to do the second option, I'm gonna be honest. I would do the first option too, but listen. The best customer service is being an absolute fucking piss taker. That's quite witty. Oh, he loves me. He loves me. That's the first joke I've heard in this wonderful place, and it wasn't disappointing. Don't skull emoji me. It's so amusing that I might not turn your cash register into you, and you into the cash register. Fucking hell. Jesus. Okay. I kind of fucked that up. Let me redo that. It's so amusing that I might not turn you into a cash register, not turn your cash register into you, and you into your cash register. You're not gonna do what? I'd also rather not become a cash register, thank you. I still need to sell a lot of juicy juices today. Yes. Let me just use the cash register for its intended purposes. What would you like to purchase? I need to sell juicy juices. And even in the face of existential transformation, you're still talking about your duty, your juicy duty. Holy shit! Thank you, writers. Thank you. I should have not put the heater on because it is a little bit. I'm getting a little bit too excited, a little bit too amped up. I'm air fisting at every second. This is like a stallion all over again. Absolutely nothing normal is going to be said. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna be lusting over everyone, let's be honest. I want everyone. I am a dog. I am just but a fool. But have you considered the option... but have you considered the opinion of the cash register itself? You have a unique opportunity to do so. Just one word. I don't want to know what the cash register might tell me, considering everything it's seen and how sticky it is. Ugh. My god, another crazy person with a strange way of speaking. It seems he's in the mood for a chat.
Whoa. 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the fucking phone here. So, what is a beautiful, charming lady like you doing in such a dreadful, dirty island of misfortune? I prayed for times like these! I prayed! Or rather, what is a place like this doing with such a charming lady as you? Oh wait, where are my manners? I suppose I must introduce myself first. I have many names, most of which is not fit to be spoken in the company of a lovely lady. The nicest I've heard is the Mad King. A title I plan to pass from me to myself for the coming centuries. However, my mortal mother named me Deiran. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Deiran. Hello, Deiran. You're hot. Now, may I... Practical save. Now, may I have your hand? I'm gonna voice this, but I'm hovering over this just to know where my intentions are. Sorry, wait, no, hold on. Wait, no, hold on! Hold on! Hold on! I'm liking the sound of the second option, though. Sorry, my mother told me not to offer my hand to strangers or any other parts of me, sir. Oh, your highness. Your mother was truly a wise woman. A masterful stroke of self-preservation. I haven't been rebuffed so delightfully in, well, at least a century. Others prefer to use enchanted swords and pitchforks. They forget that words can wound too. But perhaps I could still melt your heart. I have an eternity for that, literally. Why am I getting, like, hello? Like, whatever. You know, I have so many questions. I actually do. I'm not complaining, but I do have questions. There's no way. This is a little bit too good to be real. I'm clocking it in now. May I know your name? This guy's a fairy! This guy is from fucking Revenant 2! He's a fucking fairy! We can't trust this man! No name! No name! No name! Danger! Street of danger! Street of danger! Back it up! Back it up! You may not have my name, sir! Why the options are so good! The options are so good! My name is you, but my friends call me Big D, or would they if I had any? I would not personally do that, but that is quite funny. If somebody said that to me, I would be laughing. I refuse to reveal my true name. Demons always do terrible things with them. My name is Yui, sir. My name is Yui. I am also the queen. A queen. The queen of the gas station. A queen, your majesty. Yup. Yup. Yes, yes, yes. Forgive me for my outrageous ignorance. I did not recognize your sovereign of this noble kingdom of oil and discounted juicy drinks. You are a queen with a wonderful sense of humor, as am I. There is nothing better for subjects than rulers who appreciate a good joke. Many believe that absolute power makes a ruler's sense of humor more sadistic, but as far as I'm concerned, they just never had a good, entertaining time impaling people. Lovely. I love this man. I genuinely might be in love. Like, this is fucking beautiful. I humbly bow before you, your majesty of the midnight shift. Sorry I didn't send envoys ahead. Apologies not accepted. You have to be escorted out of the kingdom. I grant you my royal pardon. I wish to be vassalized by you.
about our selection. Oh my god. I grant you my royal pardon. Wait, no, hold on, let me read this back. I feel like these are a bit too... This is just a rejection with humor. These two are like, yeah, I want you. I want to continue, you know? I want to continue the little back and forth. I grant you my royal pardon. A pardon from the lips of the queen herself. How my wounded soul rejoices. I am redeemed, born in the light of your mercy. This act of mercy will be sung by the poets of my realm, those who can still rhyme rather than just wallow in alcoholic oblivion. You know, my company has especially interesting effects on the artistic types, as I've discovered. Okay. Nothing surprises me there. It seems that I've gone mad myself, or halfway there. Maybe it's happened around the time I've decided to become an artist. Well, that's fucking real, isn't it? Shit. I'm drawing fucking clowns and jesters, and I'm gonna be drawing this guy after. A little bit of dick riding. I am indeed exchanging silly jokes with some mysterious, toothy entity as if it's nothing. Maybe I just adapt to this new profession really quickly. Or perhaps I've had a stash of nerves of steel in a bag. I can't help but shake the feeling, though, that this clown is about to explode himself or blow me up. I feel like my brain is turning to jelly. Wait, what? Okay, they completely lost me. Hold on. Actually, it's not all that bad. And I don't understand... Oh, okay, these are frauds. Okay, sorry. I don't understand when we'll finally get to the point. Actually, it's not that bad. Maybe I've just been spoiled by all those mangas about sinister and tragic monsters. Though, the only tragic thing about this client so far is his tragic unwillingness to buy my discount rot. So let's finally get to the purpose of my visit. Finally. It's completely unknown to me. Oh, for crying out loud. There's nothing interesting in this assortment of this pathetic shack, except for you. So I'm buying your time. Let's have dinner. I'm sure you must be hungry. Oh no. Oh yes. Yes! Let me know! Allow me to create a more pleasant atmosphere for us. Is this pleasant to you? What does this say? Raise the goat mother. Ooh, that is some H.P. Lovecraft in this bitch. Yes. A shiver from a gust of icy wind, he teleported half of my gas station, by the way, my gas station, to a radioactive dump, or a radioactive dump to my gas station. And the jar is gone! My freaking jar! My jar! I'm fucked! It's over. Put it back! Where is the jar? Sorry, that took me out. Looks like my rental apartment, but it seems to smell less now. What a wonderful place for dinner. Radioactive cockroaches for the menu. Listen, bro, we're fucks. We're gonna be slaving away all day. Let's do this. Of course, a local delicacy, pan-fried in their own radioactive juices to preserve the flavor. A crispy on the outside, still alive on the inside. They grant you the most thrilling superpowers. I love radioactive disease. However, I can't go long without familiar landscapes. Already ruined lands make me melancholic. Because of all the fun that's happened without me. Disgusting. Whoops. Allow me
this is something seemingly less radioactive. Amazingly, I haven't thrown up yet. It feels like I've been flushed twice through an interdimension toilet. What the fuck is this? Artists, hello? Absolutely peak. Also, just to keep in mind, everyone in Dungeon, this is the kind of backgrounds that I want to draw. I really love drawings like this. I love how it looks messily made here, but I've seen polished versions of this and it's so pretty, and I really want to do that for like Quarrel and Albert as well and everyone else, because I just think abusing colors is such a wonderful, beautiful thing and everyone should be abusing. But this is lovely. Like I do like this a lot, actually. I clear my throat. Oh, I did that. It's immersive. Seems like I'm sitting at a table. Much better, wouldn't you agree? Couldn't be better. It's beautiful here. Strange. Is this your home? I preferred the dump. Well, yeah, maybe. Let me not lie, bro. Words of a true poet, you. My two favorite categories, strange and beautiful. Let me know. Sorry. This place is much more than a home. It's my cage, and my greatest canvas for creativity. Every ugly tree, every mad toad. Oh, that's the explanation. Every eye-bearing mushroom. It's all a piece of me. A marvelous place, except when the rocks grow legs and start running. Including those that people make their homes out of. And now you're part of this place too. Isn't that wonderful? It's delightful. I'm a part of you. I'm slowly getting used to the landscape. The fireflies here are quite charming, but it'd be better without that frog with a human face. Oh, okay, they actually commented on it. Excellent. The frog notices me too. It lets out a sad croak, then it looks at me with an expression of deep existential despair. I'm gonna point at it, bro. Do you think I'm a questioner? I'm a not questioner? Oh, that's Lori, one of the brave souls who dared to challenge my authority. My dear friend, who once walked the path of adventure. Lovely. However, he didn't foresee the possibility of turning into a frog on a whim. He even tried to wield a sword with his tiny froggy legs, fought to the end, a true warrior. Now, however, his foes are mosquitoes and bigger frogs. Tell me, dear, does he bother you? His little existential froggy crisis, I mean, is it ruining the ambience? No, it's not. He looks at me with an interested expression. Hold on, I don't want to make a decision yet. What did exactly Lore do? Yes, please disintegrate. Can you remove him gently? He's suffered enough. I don't mind Lore. No, I want him to watch. Am I curious? Or am I fucking an actual dickhead? Watch life pass by him, see us enjoying a dinner of more than just mosquitoes and swamp water? My dear, you are a treasure trove of delightful, dark little surprises. Let me know, I'm a sadistic fucking cunt. I also want him to stay to see what happens. So, dinner, I am sure you must be starving. Listen, I'm also on the fucking clock. You need to give me money after this. Traveling between realities must be exhausting. Food, please. Ooh, salad. This looks strange, but it smells delicious. Honey with meat. 02! 02! Yatta! And next to the meat, a purple soup. Oh, it's borscht. Possibly made from a less fortunate cashier. Whenever the food is poisoned or not, if I refuse, His Highness might turn me into a frog too. So I pick a fork from the table. And this is the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. It's 100 times better than these cheap instant noodles I usually buy from the supermarkets. Even the fact that I'm currently in some other universe surprisingly doesn't seem to harm my appetite. It seems you enjoy our cuisine. My chefs have always managed to cook well. On those occasions when I noticed it, I assure you, you won't regret this dinner. At least not for the first half an hour after this meal. Listen, bro, I'm the queen of the gas station. Don't fucking... Thank you for the food that's not... Thank you for the food on my plate that's not staring back at me. Why are you doing all this? The dinner, the teleports, all that? This is the best purple goo in my miserable life as a miserable cashier. I don't know what to choose. They're all quite... This is boring. So we're not doing this. These all three are all things. I'm not... I'm miserable, but I don't need to say it all the time, you know? I'm gonna say this. Thank you for the food on my plate that's not staring back at me. Don't give me ideas. I might not be able to resist. I feel like I'm gonna be playing this too long. To your fortune, however, I want your lovely eyes to look at me, and only me. Both the left and the right. I particularly like the right one. It has some more spark. I poke at the food with my fork and watch the peculiar scenery from the corner of my eye. A silence hangs between us that might even be called cozy, were I under heavy narcotics. The writing is very fucking charming. I really do like the way everything is... They're so dramatic, the two. This is really cute. I'm enjoying this. What's your favorite animal? Glad you asked. It's right here on our plate. Just kidding. But I do need some time to think. Let's see. The riding flea has its own charms. A very disgusting one. Carnivorous butterflies are beautiful, but they're dumb and noisy. Noisy, not nosy. And as we know, only what's empty inside makes a noise, or what's in my head. What? And as we may know, only what's empty inside makes a noise, or what's in my head, it's always ringing. I think it's a dog. Okay. It loves its owner with all its heart. Whenever they're a saint or a serial killer, it doesn't notice the difference. It lives in a constant joyful state of blissful ignorance and misplaced enthusiasm. A creature that finds endless joy in the utterly meaningless. It's truly inspiring. Dogs are the jesters of the animal world, and I adore them for it. Especially the small, wrinkly ones. And what about you? This is actually just true. Cats, to them, we're probably the jesters. Oh, indeed. They are the true rulers of this reality, tiny, furry gods of apathy and disdain, and we are their obedient, foolish caretakers. Holy base. He likes animals. I like this conversation. I'm enjoying myself. But I've been lucky enough to escape their tyranny and instead enjoying my own and feed those around me. I return to my meal, and just as I chew another bite, I hear His Highness's voice. By the way, how does the meat taste?
Is the human flesh tender enough? We've been like constantly rage baiting you. There's no way there's a fucking heartbeat right now. My fork freezes halfway. Why the hell is that human fish? No, it's tasted the one I had the other day before. You're the law here. I'm a queen. I'm a queen. No, it's tasted the one that I had the day before yesterday. And I munch. Why is he shocked? There's no way you're gonna be saying all that and be fucking shocked. You just all that bullshit. I meet his gaze slowly, and with all authority, I place a piece of meat in my mouth and begin to chew without breaking eye contact. I can't remember seeing someone so shocked in my life. His mad grin vanishes, his eyes widen, and his own fork freezes halfway to his mouth. For one precious, glorious, sweet moment, the Lord of Chaos is completely and utterly baffled. Listen, I had a conversation about this. I've had conversations about this. If it arrives where I'm in a situation where perhaps a little bit of mystery meats of unknown resource and sorts happen, who am I? Who am I to not eat it? Who am I to not resist a good, honest to good meal that tastes good as well, alright? It tastes good. Like, for God's sake, we eat fucking snails. I will try a snail one day. Fuck it. I'll eat some bugs. You know, it is what it is. Everything's on the table. My dear, you're truly a treasure. Oh no. Hold on, let me redo that. My dear, you are truly a treasure. You are a true treasure. Fuck. You didn't just call my bluff. You raised the stakes to the sky. No, it's certainly not human. It's just venison, as far as I can tell by taste. Not very intelligent. Oh my god, he's giving me something delicious too. Sorry, I have a very bad habit of like just saving all the time. It's definitely not Timmy or Carpenter, who unexpectedly disappeared near the large kitchen cauldron, perfectly sized to fit in it. Definitely not. I've personally issued several decrees related to cannibalism, perhaps even concerning its prohibition, but that's besides the point. I rarely have visitors, and I'd like to tell you about another interesting guest. After all, it is the most fascinating thing I can share with you. For a place where mushrooms with eyes grow, it's incredibly dull here. Shadows... What the fuck? Shadows in the clearing thick and stir. They detach from the gnarled trees, rising up from the ground like a black ink and spread across the walls. Dancing and intertwining, they prepare to perform at their master's whim. Behold this incredibly crooked castle, my dear. Crooked to the point of absurdity, sadly, in reality. Its curves look far more aesthetic, but give it the creator some leeway for expressiveness. Many brave and not so bright souls have tried to conquer this terrifying, dark, dreary, crooked castle, and so many that it became even more crooked. You see, the dreadful monster living there never liked being distracted from important duties. Terribly important duties, like having a long, deep conversation with its own reflection, or concocting recipes with raisins. What a terrifying monster. I fucking hate raisins. So far, the scariest thing in this story is the presence of raisins. Oh, yes, you do understand. Oh my god! No! No way! He doesn't like raisins! Yes! Get in there! Yes, you understand. They are the true horror, aren't they? Tiny true bits of deception. They pretend to be sweet, but they're just made to ruin. They ruin lovely cookies, ruin family photos, and they have no place in a civilized society. Oh, how I understand them. The monster was a tyrant, a menace. He sowed chaos and disorder, mostly on purpose. He had countless opportunities for creativity and wasn't afraid to use them. He made some people believe that they were pigeons and others that they were grains. He wouldn't allow his bestsellers to have windows, fearing the moon and both sun would get envious and want to take them away, and he demanded to seal the gaps on the doors well. He locked wizards who came for his magical gifts to him for magical gifts in the giant laboratory and promised them power if they invented a kettle that could boil everything except water. I'm so sorry that I'm interrupting him. I love these options. Do they eventually invent the kettle? Who won, the pigeon or the grains? You won. My lovely lady, it wasn't a war, but rather a true paranoid masterpiece. A ballad of survival for glorious weeks. My ballroom was the stage for a feathered cooing apocalypse. Oh, of course, I'm getting so much details from just being a fucking asshole, interrupting and saying witty lines. So it is confirmed that this story is of his own. Oh. Pigeons flocked into a huge, proud groups, occupying high places on chandeliers and bookshelves. Grains learned to hide under rugs and pretend to be lifeless, and attacked only when the pigeons turned away. There were alliances, betrayals, a seed that fell in love with a pigeon. Nothing topped this story that year, nor was anything else. Anything worse. But I digress. But behold, a ray of light in the dark kingdom, the first hero, Solo Ray, the righteous in all his clanging and self-important glory. He took a knee to rest briefly because the weight of his righteousness was bad for the health of his poor back. Following rumors spread by the same monster, he fought his way through the monster's loyal subjects to... By the way, where did he even find them? Most of my subjects are too busy contemplating the color of suspenders for their suspenders or laminating their fate. I cherish them in their imperfections. even he's like, wait, what the fuck? Anyway, it doesn't matter. They were probably the most restless of them. Even stories need minions. In any case, our hero descends to the Grotto of Despair, the Grotto of Tentacles. Imagine the most sinister name you can conjure. This guy's fucking bullshitting his ass off. The Grotto of my parents' disappointment in me, the Grotto of Kidney Stones, the Grotto of Despair. Oh, but if they could see you now, you're at a royal audience. They would be proud of you. No, actually, they wouldn't be proud of you if they got to know me better. But in that case, it's good too. You wouldn't be alone under the weight of their disappointment. But let's not get too sidetracked. Into the grotto of your parents' disappointment in you, our hero descends to retrieve an artifact capable of defeating the monster's king. Hold on, I'm a little bit curious. I'm really curious. The Grotto of Kidney Stones. I like both of them. I really do like both of them. Oh, fuck, I really like both of them. The dreadful, imperfect human body. The worst affliction is having them in your kidneys. What a joy that I now to choose. I can choose how many I have. I prefer negative numbers. But let's not get sidetracked. In the Grotto of Kidney Stones, our hero descends to retrieve an artifact capable of defeating the Monster King. The ring of incredible power. It's a bit shoddy crafted, but I assure you, it looks more aesthetic in real life. However, the brave knight didn't know that this incredible power
of the ring lay... What the fuck? Didn't know that the incredible power of the ring lay in its 440 lbs weight, and that was its only magical properties. The only incredible thing about this ring was its incredible stupidity and uselessness. The realization that he has spent weeks of his life on a divinely heavy paperweight, and the sudden crushing thought that he should just become a baker instead of a hero just to get some sleep. Well, it broke his poor noble mind. Not that his mind was ever intended for serious burdens. No, the knight. How can this be? Yes, the hell with you, knight. Yes, the hell of you, knights. A bit of gloating, a touch of delight, deserved cynicism. Oh, splendid. How wonderful that we've shared this dish together. So, the knight perished. Cynicalism. But then came... Oh my god, these names are fucking glorious. But then... along came Elmer Eagle Eye. They say he learned his nickname by escaping from an enemy fortress. On the third day of his captivity, he noticed that the prison cells were lacking the 4-4. No, I can't stop with every line. They're lacking the 4-4. I love him, Your Honor. An archer of legendary skill who tried to kill me with a precise shot constantly during breakfast, while bathing, at balls, during sleep, and even while I was devising a plan to get rid of him. The audacity! I hate just killing them. Turning them into madmen is so much more fun. And I bestowed a little curse upon the elf as well. I made it so that every time he drew his bowstrings, he'd hear the most annoying melody to his ears. Elmer was a terrible racist. He hated dwarves, so naturally, the melody became a national anthem of the dwarves. Played... This is amazing. I fucking love this. Played in a loop of by a bagpipe orchestra. The pure rage it provoked derailed his aim every time. Eventually, he stormed the castle, dropped his bow, and begged for a job at my corps in exchange for changing the song to literally anything else. He was desperate, and I was the villain. Everything aligned incredibly well. Now he's my royal huntsman. The dwarf march is replaced with a lively elven sea shanty, and let no one dare accuse me of being callous of heartless. Now he has salary, good food, clothing, entertainment, and a full guarantee of non-dismemberment. I fucking love this man. This man is amazing. I love this. You missed the opportunity to change his Dwarf Nation anthem to Dwarf Serenades. You. Where were you before? Horse odes and comparisons to long... Stalacities. An endless rhymed verses about the shrines of a beloved's beard. It's refined, devilish thing. Why didn't I think of that myself? Because I'm an asshole and we're both rage baiters. To torment a man not with the sounds of war and patriotism, but with the clumsy, heartfelt, cold caterwailing of a species he despises. Turning a love song into an instrument of pure, heart-wrenching agony. Brilliant. Well, I'll steal your idea for the future. And finally, the witch. Let me know. Let me fucking know. I want her. Sorry, boss. You're in a competition with fine shit witch and also jesters. Sometimes the occasional, you know, beastly. Well, you are a monster too, apparently. But you know what I mean. Like, something not of this world, basically. And finally, the witch. In a classic giant hat, under which you could easily fit another witch. She tried a different approach. Seduction. She attempted to charm me, to gain my trust, to become my spouse. A fatal miscalculation.
She didn't consider the fact that I never trusted big hats or people, especially when both came hand in hand. And those who wear suspenders and a belt at the same time. A person who doesn't even trust their own pants certainly doesn't earn the trust of His Highness. And then again, I don't trust His Highness either. I don't trust myself, especially with the left side of my brain, especially on Thursdays. But back to hats. I adore big hats. I can't lie. Oh dear, don't even think about wearing them around me. At best, I'll turn them into a smaller hat, and that's if I'm in a good mood. At worst, badgers. Lots of very angry badgers. Meanwhile, the witch was quite overt in her murderous intent, jingling with all her concealed weapons. Why does a witch need so many hidden blades? She must have been very bad at witchery. In any case, she now resides in my dungeons, and as you see, I haven't decided on what to do with her yet. Her fate is a blank slate, a story yet to be written, so I offer you the pen. I simply adore random choices. Give me yours, Yui. What punishment befits her? Oh, I finally have a turn to speak. I'm loving it. What? Does he really want me to decide on what to do with a real person? Can I even save her? And does it matter what I choose? Everything here follows his whims anyway. What's good? Hello! I'm doing good, thank you. I'm kind of losing my shit. I'm kind of very happy, excited. I might be here a little bit longer than anticipated, but we're here for a good time, not a long time. back to the dialogue. But as long as I play the circus monkey, I have a chance to get out of here alive. So I have a fucking chance of dying still. Lovely. Maybe I should just entertain him. Damn, what should I do? Oh, okay, that was very fast. So the delay on the stream is not as bad as before, which is great. So increasing the priority did help quite a bit, it seems. That's awesome. I think the craziest thing here would be to spare her. No one would expect that. I don't really care, to be honest. Turn her into a small one. I refuse to decide her fate. A small one. I think this is like a throwback to like the first thing that I said. I think I'm gonna do this. The one who lives by a big hat shall become a small hat. The irony is so absurd, it's beautiful. So be it. Let her be a small cap of eternal regret. Oh, she's so cute. She tried to get into my head and now she can barely cover it. A brilliant sentence. Something's missing from this tale. You never told me about the monster itself. Dear, who cares about these monsters anyway? I care. Me. I do. If the monsters are the muck, then I'm the pig, you see? Who let the MC cook? Who let... Pig! Me! Slop Meister! Give me the slop! This is me! This is all I am! I just like slop! How eloquent. Alright. I must admit, this will be my first performance like this. Deiran sounds a bit bewildered. Not bewilderment, bewildered, it seems. Allow me just to toss my mind up and see how it lands. Absolute cinema. New law. You see, the monster was originally much more modest and less majestic, but we all have to start somewhere, right? Then my head suddenly became a bit crowded. First whispers, then arguments, then full-fledged discussions that had to be participated in and involved inanimate objects. Guests
in ajar doors, closets, and even cookie jars. Every container a potential foe, and I was surrounded by containers. To be fair, sometimes they told funny stories. But why was I afflicted with this curse? A pondering, it drives me mad, even more so. It seems the question is meant for me. Were you cursed for arrogance, Greed? Do you touch a cursed artifact? Maybe some ring of yours? And it's the paperweight. I'm doing that. Dear, I'm afraid you confuse cause and effect. It is I who drives rings mad, not the other way round. Any poor innocent artifact I happened to touch might start screaming uncontrollably, or try to ask those around it what is the meaning of their lives. No, I'm afraid it's a bit more banal. It's all about rotten blood, too pure, I beg your pardon. My great-grandfather issued a decree forbidding death from old age, and a distant aunt believed a colony of sentient mold was living in her walls claiming her inheritance. But I always thought that I would be spared this fate. I had to be temporarily isolated to avoid embarrassing guests at fuck, this music's a little bit too loud. Guests at royal balls with the young prince pointing at a noble's lord saying, haha, the gnomes have finally got out of under my bed. What a misfortune for the entire family, except for those in line for the throne before me. My death would have solved many problems for my family, and indeed many of my own problems too. I made a decision. We made it, to be precise. There was already a whole council of us by then. However, Chaos had other plans, a god, a goddess, a cosmic clerical error. I didn't know. Something ancient, a terribly bored, found itself a new source of entertainment. It offered me a throne, my own corner of reality to rule, where fragments of my own mind would become laws of the land, no more restrictions or pants for my subjects if I wished. My subjects, at first they disagreed, but then they came to terms, or their minds changed to fit the new realities. And here I am. A dramatic silence ensues. Perhaps I am the first being to hear this story in the centuries of its existence. I must choose my next words carefully. Will you give me a tip? Yeah, I want money, bro. I'm kidding. I really sympathize with you and all of your multiple personalities. So you're still in a cage? It must be rather lonely here. How can you just lock a family member in a tower? That's unthinkable. Thank you for the story. I think he's quite lonely. So you're still in a cage. It must be rather lonely. No cages. More like a playground with surprisingly silent infants. But I don't blame them. I have the best shovel. It's no wonder I embarrass them so much. Or maybe it's because I love to create explosions. Tell me, have you ever been exploded? Or no, don't tell me. Let it be a surprise. Do you really sympathize with someone who's dragged you in this dimension to tell you silly stories and feed you purple goo? People never cease to amaze me. Should I touch his hand? No! He told me not to touch his hand. He told me. Let's listen, not meaningfully. The shadows dissolve into nothingness. Sorry, I was reading that, I was like, what the fuck? I almost got pissed off. I just turned a living being into a hat. Became the catalyst for it. I wonder what kind of nightmares are warranted for such a case. I'm afraid royal duties await me. Our time is up, and I shall send you back here. I'm really curious. I'm really fucking curious. I'm really fucking curious. I'm really curious. Following a strange impulse, I reach out for his hand resting on the table.
gaze slowly follows my movements, lowering it to our hands. This time, no commentary. Instead, his thumb begins to trace the patterns of the back of my hand with a surprising tenderness. Oh my god. I rise from the chair. I'm so happy. And suddenly I feel him pressing against my back. One of his hands. I'm scared. I'm so scared. One of his hands grips me just above the crook of my elbow, while the other gently rests under my chin, tilting my head back until my ear is just a couple of centimeters from his lips. But don't think for a second that this is goodbye. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick from this much fucking dopamine. I'm gonna be so fucking sick. But don't think for a second that this is goodbye. What is going on? Absolute nothing but damn badness is going on. That's what's happening. I'm so happy. It was merely an overture. His voice, usually so mocking and calming, now sounds eerily sinister. A cold thumb slightly strokes the line of my jaw. Let me know! I try to suppress a shiver. You were very interesting. Incredibly curious guest. Possibly the most curious one I've had in centuries. And I found that I don't want our acquaintance to end here. It's terribly unfair that we've learned a couple of my secrets and revealed so few of yours, isn't it? I can't tell whether he's flirting or threatening, perhaps both. Buddy, I'm a fucking mortal. I got no secrets involved. I'm apparently an artist with a fursuit. What, do I tell him that I like to dress up as a fucking animal, basically? Listen, I'm not judging. Like, fuck it, I would do it. I want to do it one day, and I think it would be sick. I just like the fact that you're lugging around basically probably pounds of just extra bullshit on your body is incredible. I couldn't do that though for hours. No. Perhaps both. A bird trapped in a cage of bills, failures, and endless anxiety. How high could you fly once the cage opens? Let me know, boss. Let me know. Your shift will end. My nose is going a little bit fucked. Give me a second. Let me blow my nose. Let me mute.
Yeah, give me a few minutes because I can't get tissue because both fucking bathrooms are being used. So, give me a bit. Let's read this. Let's read this while the toilets are being used. Your shift will end, the sun will rise, and you'll want to head home, perhaps on something more elegant than a bus, maybe a carriage of polished bones. Does he know me? He knows too much. He knows too much. He knows too much. We'll meet again, Yui. You, very soon. Very, very soon. Yeah, my nose is like fucking sniveling and smiling and sniving. And next time, I won't let you go so quickly. Let me know. I squeeze my eyes shut. The light is blinding, even with my eyes closed. So unusual after all this darkness. Wrong. The jar is full of money. It was all worth it. So not only is he a humorous, a little silly jolster of a king of many subjects that are quite humorous too, and they get to live. They do get to live. He's also just rich as shit. You can always have a broke king. He's rich as shit. He just gave me the most indescribable amount of fucking money. I'm not going to be scrubbing toilets. Perfect. Beautiful. Fantastic. Thank you, gods.
Greetings, organism. How is your work progressing? I see the first transaction was successful. Acceptable. This still doesn't save you from the threat of cleaning sanitary facilities, but it's a wonderful starting point for your entire tiny life. Even more successful. The client tried to fill the entire station with money, probably due to extreme affection for you, organism. Hello? Unfortunately, the terms of intergalactic treaty do not allow such actions. Tips exceed the amount of set by the council approximately, whoa, fucking unlucky, approximately one, I'm not going to say that, 1,949,393,000% were disintegrated to my great regret.
To my regret as well. Fuck, he loves me. So, a mad god from another world likes me. In some sense, that's possibly worse than not being liked at all. No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Yeah, we have to go with the AI generated for such voices. When a little bit of voice, my very limited storytelling fails, we go towards the AI generated voiceover. Work is going well, sir.
Excellent. Maintain this level of productivity. For you may be rewarded with an additional 5 minutes feeding break, for if you can find food, rejoice in my generosity. Continue working. I'm experiencing a positive emotional reaction. I am proud of you, and I will be even prouder if you acquire even more currency. Your tactic of jesting, carefree organism is clearly paying off.
Did I get him because I made a fucking joke at the start of the game? Because I was taking the piss of my fucking joke, my... Is that why? 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 I'm so excited. Obviously, nobody can answer that, but I'm so... Goodbye, Mr. Manager. Your tentacles shine particularly beautifully at this time of day.
Your comment regarding the shine of my appendages is noted, organism. The secret of its meticulous regimen of polishing them with void big O slime. Big O slime. Goodbye.
He slaps across the floor to his office. Oh, so he has an officer. As soon as Bob's arithmetic wet. Wet slaps fade away. A deep silence descends on the station. One moment, I'm in a surreal forest, dining on purple goo with a mad god. A god who likes me so much that he offered me a ride back to his world in a carriage made of bones. Let me know. The next moment, I'm being praised by a multi-eyed tentacle monster. Maybe these are just all my deathbed hallucinations. God, give me back my bills, my noodles, my arguments with strangers on the internet. I'm going insane. Some parts of me enjoys these amount of interest. I'm fucking enjoying my time. I don't want all that. I want the madness and to go even more insane. I'm gonna try. Junkie. Disgusting. Now I have to deal with that too. I'm in the midst of my contemplation. Terrifying sounds emanate from my boss's office. Unfair bills. Unacceptably large numbers. Of course. What else could upset him so much if not that? Steps. Another visitor. This one decides to come through the door for a change. Cinema. What if they all like me? Like, what if they all, like, what? Who is this next person? I don't know. I need to also check how long I'm streaming because I don't want to be too long. Okay, it's been like just a little bit of an hour. if I don't, I will continue streaming when I'm a little bit less busy, but I'm really enjoying it and I really want to continue this. Not a bit less busy, but when I spend more time working. Steps, another visitor, blah, blah, blah. I already said that. Ooh. He seems unwell. I hope he doesn't knock over my shelves of shampoo with jojoba and delicate lilies on his way. Look at this shirt. He's not just unwell, he looks like hell. That's a good rhyme. Literally, all his skin on the left side is torn off from his jaw to his temple. Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't notice that. I swallow nervously. What kind of meat grinder has this guy been through? He looks like someone who could rip me apart if he doesn't like what he hears. I need to be careful if I don't want to become the next victim. I'm sorry, I'm a jester to the end. You look like a... how's life, sir? Well, it's hard to imagine how the other fighter looks. That is true. When will the Lord take my sinful soul? Break down tears. You don't want to work here anymore. You look like a Terminator at the end of the second movie, buddy. The Terminator who just wrecked my entire floor. That thumb is going to end up in your ass. That thumb is going to end up. Fuck. Fuck. God damn. I had to. It was a really good line. I had to. Given the threat of his tone, not just the thumb, and not just the thumb, I won't even think further in that direction. Words clearly come to him with great difficulty, which is probably not surprising with a man without his face. He clears his throat, and that doesn't help much. I need blood. He tries to smile. It would be charming if he still had the necessary muscles for that. Now it will haunt me in my nightmares, among many other things. The client pauses again, briefly to clear his throat. Mine! Don't kill me, I'm already having a bad streak in life. We don't do transfusions here, no IV drips, just discount rot. How about tomato juice? Strong and vintage. Let me see what we have here. I mean, we probably do have. Let me see what we have here. Huh? Yeah, good choice, babe. Step to the storage. Hello? What is this toe shift? Just in case. Of course. Fuck my fucking life. He suddenly leans forward, boring into me with his remaining eye. Go and find me some goddamn blood. I don't have a choice, sir. A strange pressure builds in my head, and the edges of my vision blur, and an unyielding command blossoms in the center of my mind. He's fucking mind controlling me. What the fuck is going on? Dickhead, bro. I don't like this guy. not even entertaining my little tomfoolery. I don't know why, but I feel an incredibly strong urge to find blood right now. My client is covered in blood, but still hungry. Maybe he's fought with something inedible, or is it his own? I found myself in a storage room, a tangled labyrinth of shelves reaching up to the ceiling, stuffed with boxes, crates, and mysterious cans. In the corner, something rustles and snorts suspiciously. So where could the blood be? I need to think fast. He's not going to wait forever. Right now, I'm at the very beginning of this crazy place. Bob, do something. Go to food for mouth section. Go for supplies for the self-propelling cable. Go to the section of foaming body washes for leather bags. Should I? Fuck. For a moment, silence hangs, broken only to the hum of silent, distant refrigerators. Then comes the sound of pure cosmic irritation. I'm not surprised. In your blood vessels, organism. But if you need blood for sale, then check the mouth fluid section. Don't disturb me. I'm busy doing work. Right now, I'm at the very beginning of this place. These signs are driving me insane. I really hope my manager will eventually learn English properly. I'm surrounded by pure madness of anxious packaging, and even in the front of my department entrances, there's some baby food for cyborgs piled up. I'm frantically trying to decipher the crooked inscriptions. In front of me are sections with food for mouth. Food afraid of heat. Seems movable. Dense energy box for chewing probably isn't that. Infused nutritional flow. Here are endless shelves to drink. Next to Coca-Cola are bottled labeled Liquid Regret. I like that. I do like Liquid Regret, even though it's expensive. It is a very nice can. And primordial broth, now with nucleotides. Cans labeled Brapsy, vodka, Scholnach, what the fuck? Scholnach. I'd love to meet the person who came up with these names. I check each shelf, pushing aside cans of essence of shits and giggles, but find nothing resembling blood. The closest thing is the liquid hematogen in a giant wooden container. It smells worse than it looks. I go back. I hear knocking. It is a dry, rhythmic tapping of the knuckle on a laminated countertop. It is not loud, but it's persistent and full of irritation. In front of me, there are sections with food for mouth. I'm so fucking cooked, bro. Food afraid of heat. The coldest corner of the store, a large freezer chest, refrigerators with the glass door are covered in frost. Next to the frozen pizzas are gremlin cryo capsules. Among the buckets of ice cream, I could find flavors like minty tritium and liquid family. Oh my god. A huge freezer chamber. Matter of, spare parts of human organisms, product of animal fauna exploitation with fruit pieces, spare parts of the human organism. I sit in a section that reeks of formaldehyde, I'm pretty sure I pronounced that correctly and sounded that correctly, and horror. Glass jars filled with murky liquids sit on the shelves where exhibits float. I try not to think about the containers holding the name tags that reads Kevin. Hello, Kevin. This is a fucking shit show. I'm not enjoying it. I want to go back. Take the blood house from Kevin. Take some. He's a vampire, so we want take blood of human organism. Michael. Taste of. I like that. I like how the blood sparkles. The blood in this jar has a rich, almost glowy ruby hue. It looks healthy and full of energy. Michael, whoever you were on the top. Champion's blood flowed through you. You were probably something like an energy drink for the undead. And yet, here you are in a jar. Something to ponder. There's something to ponder. He abruptly lifts his head as I approach. You already? His voice carries genuine surprise and clear relief. Well, good thing you weren't wandering around for half an hour. Bring it here. My client finishes the jar and then grimaces. Ugh, for crying out loud. What the hell is that crap? This crap. He reads the note on the jar. Michael. Well, Michael, you were a lucky guy, Michael. Too bad I can't kill him a second time. Fucking hell. Tastes like a happy family, a successful career, a retirement account, and this Jack probably has never had cockroaches. At least he's now Liquid Michael in a jar. Nah, he fucks up a little laugh. He chuckles quietly. Yeah, there's something to that. Cool that you found human blood. Good job. You're sharp. Glad to please you, sir. And I'm glad you no longer want to eat me. With that approach to business, you'll go far, babe. I'm going to wash my dirty face. Don't get bored. While he's not here, I have a perfect opportunity to wipe away the blood stains. Oh yeah, those are fucked on blood. I'm just scrubbing pools of blood on my first day of work. An interesting story for Reddit. Oh god, there's Reddit here. A wonderful tale. I'm doing just fine. Nobody has eaten me yet. Oh, whoa, he's really handsome. What the hell? He is looking so much fresher with the second half of his face, although his expression still resembles that of a constipated owl. I'll just stand here for a while, okay? Take a little break. Besides, there's nobody here with you right now. And just so you know, if you try to contact the werewolves, I'll take your head and crush it like a walnut. Why is David in my game, bro? Why is David in my game? I'm David, by the way. A vampire, as you may have already guessed. What an incredible, interesting way to start an acquaintance, especially that part about the walnut. I'm Crystal, like champagne. I don't really care about that. I'm you, nice to meet you. Okay, you. But at the same time, in the same breath... or like a stripper cool. But your badge says you. Wait, I actually like that. Fuck. That's for conspiracy. Aha, you're one of those, conspiracy theorists. Where's your tinfoil hat? Dress code doesn't allow it. It was stolen by aliens who collect hats. Got it. Unpleasant customers, I suppose. I'm the fumbler 9000. I don't get people that just don't... I don't get this. I don't get serious people. It seems I puzzled him. That happens often with people. I can't blame him for anything. Now I have a vampire here. He's regenerating. Wonderful. The main thing is to not accidentally blurt out something wrong. I need to be friendly. Are you sure you're a vampire? Not a tricky capra. They drink blood too. That's fucking rude. When do vampires wear leather jackets? Do you guys prefer capes and ruffles? Don't you guys prefer capes and ruffles anymore? Thank you for not eating me, David. In reality, you're still a bit shaken about what happened. This one. Ruffles. What the hell is that? I'm no ruffle. And even is that... What even is that? Some French insult? Bro, he's a modern vampire. His expression is as if I suggest he'd wear a maid costume. He'll defend that worn leather monstrosities at the cost of his life. That's obvious. Ruffles are not just a piece of clothing. They're a concentrated strike right at the core of his core vampire persona. I don't wear any ruffles. I'm just 24 years old. Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, have a good night. Have a good one. Thank you. He's just 24 years old, bro. Wait, what is a recent vampire? Ruffles are an embellishment on the blouse, dress, or men's shirts in the form of a frill made of fabric or lace. No ruffles. Nod, paying respect to his own style. I don't need to cater. I want to ask this too, but I will respect him. David slightly grimaces as he moves his hand. Damn mutts. Probably not all the wounds have healed completely. And does being a vampire doctor fall under my duties? I think Bob said it was mandatory. Of course, Bob has been saying much. Print out wound. Let me help. Sorry. Whoa. Excuse me. He looks at me skeptically. The offer to help is probably so foreign and unexpected of him that it leaves him momentarily dumbfounded. You... what? You want to play nurse? A flicker of confusion is replaced by something more intense. It's just a couple of scratches and a little piece of ass that will grow back on its own. I'm fine. If you don't let yourself be treated, my boss will lock us both in a dimension of horrors where we'll be cleaning toilets with a fork for 2,000 years. I see. You're afraid of doctors, huh? Such a tough guy, yet scared of getting treated. Say wow, I actually don't know what that means. Say consilatorily. You mentioned werewolves. It's probably not a scratch. Let me help you, okay? I'm gonna what does that word mean? Rewind. Google. Hello. Ah, there we go. Second. To pacify. Oh, it's like a very peaceful tone. Okay, interesting. I'm torn. I'm very torn. These are all good options. Afraid? I'm not scared of anything in this life. I'm the most fearless bloodsucker in the world. I'm not afraid of some nurse with crooked hands. I've dealt with such crap that you... Wait a second, are you trying to challenge me? Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Actually insane. I shake my head with the most sincere look of innocence on my face. Fine, damn it. Hand over your first aid kit. If another wolf isn't hiding in there, I have no reason to worry. I've decided to keep quiet about the very real possibility that actually might be a werewolf hiding in there, and I'm not sure anything at this cursed gas station. Damn you. Go ahead. Go get out your band-aids with Dr. Kokula or whatever you're selling. Yeah. David sheds his jacket, shirt, and t-shirt, then settles onto a squeaky stool next to the counter. He's about to face a serious trial, staying in a vulnerable position for a few minutes. For some reason, cruel fate hasn't made him crawl-proof. He certainly looks like he was just thrown into a blender. Judging by those bullet scars, he's had a quite interesting past. Or maybe he was attacked by werewolf cowboys with guns. Most likely the former. By the way, I don't know that corpses have doctors too. I thought they would only have doctors available to me now is the coroner. Wait. Interesting. I'm rummaging through the necromancy kit that was sitting just under the counter. A heavy military-style metal box with a faded label reading "Kit for Alternatively Living Organisms." Inside... You know what? I need to get my nose thing. 1 second. Let me actually get it. I'm actually fucking losing it. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Inside, besides stranded bandages, there are some strange items, silver tweezers, vials of thick, glowing liquid, additional fingers, and of course an instruction manual, a cheap laminated brochure, stained with something that looks like coffee. In the instructions, the first point states, determine whenever or not you're dealing with a zombie. Ask your alternatively living being if they ever want to eat somebody's brains. David's clearly not a zombie. Moves to the next point. He glances skeptically at the pictures flashing in the instructions as I flip over it. Zombies, necromancers, abominations, made of flesh and bones. Bones and flesh, I should say. And cabbage swirls in front of his face like a mesmerizing kaleidoscope. And all of this lives in city sewers? I don't know how you're going to use the bathrooms now. It would be great if he didn't notice that. Why do I have to deal with all this? I steal a glance at my visitor. I wonder if werewolves just clawed him up or if they managed to kill someone too. He managed to kill someone too. My instincts, something out of the Stone Age, suggest that he could have. The guy has a killer's gaze. You see someone like him in an alley, your hands automatically reach for your wallet and phone. I lower my eyes. Next point. Let's establish the nature of the injuries. What kind of wounds could werewolves leave? I wonder. It's simple, but I got lacerations, claws, teeth, and a bit of saliva, possibly very contagious. David listens to this with the pride of a true soldier. Every word feels like a medal for valor. Something like that. He said it as if he didn't care, but I know better. Fucking cinema. Wounds from a real rabid beast, buddy. You really need to stop with these fights. They won't lead to anything good. Sorry, I'm not gonna fucking gaslight you. You are actually a wild lad. He blinks in surprise. He doesn't understand whenever I'm joking or showing concern. Either way, both things annoy him. And you need to stop dishing out advice and learn to do your job in silence. Bro likes it though. They say that's an incredibly useful skill. I read through the medication I need and grab from regenerating extract for alternatively living life forms. And now that all that's left is to apply this stuff, I dip my fingers in the jar and he suddenly grabs my hand. Do something wrong and I will rip your tonsils out through your ass. What's the point? I can't do a rough, rugged voice. And why is it when I start streaming, my nose is all fucked up and I can't get a good voice for this man? It's only British and British. Do something wrong and I'll rip your tonsils out through your ass. Just like my thumb. If you touch me, my boss will rip your soul out through your ass. Pull my hand away. You know that you have a fantastic talent coming up with friends. You should write a script for action movies. No way, I'm a pathetic, miserable, harmless cashier. I will not fuck with him. Fine. Allow me to do my job, sir. I will be extremely careful. The phrase of any faceless representative of the service sector, my perfect shield against the surrounding world and the rude vampires that inhibit it. Watch yourself. You won't get a second chance. No, not my vampires doctors. Oh wait, sorry, that's the wrong tone. No, not my vampire's doctor's license. I apply the black goo to his wounds. Very gooey. Jesus Christ. A puff of steam rises from the wounds, and the air starts to smell like something is frying. It's probably very painful, but David remains calm. Not a single complaint, which is surprising. I hope it's not from your squid manager. Well, we all hope for that, buddy. I don't quite understand that very well. Be more careful. My movements become slow and deliberate. I do everything cautiously, barely touching the skin around the wound, allowing him to get used to the sting. I can see the tense muscles on his back and shoulders slightly relax. He's still wound up, but the relief is starting to wash over him. Heh. Naturally, no thank yous or pleases from him, but at least he's no longer threatening to do something to my ass every 5 I realize that's actually an insane way to say it. Every 5 seconds. Distract him with conversation. You know, David, every noble knight needs someone to tend their wounds, even after great battles. What are you talking about? What knight? What battles? I fought in an alleyway, stinking of urine against a bunch of dirty werewolves. For territory on the outskirts of this godforsaken city, they tore my pants, and I had to take out a new pair off of a junkie who was lying in a puddle nearby. What am I? A knight? Of what? The knight of torn pants? As long as they're not stained, well, you get it. Say with a pompous medieval with the pomp of a medieval wizard, you are the wolf-hound knight. You'll go to hell. Oh, how I enjoy my wittism. David says this almost affectionately. It seems we're making progress in our relationship. Oh shit, that cleaned up nicely. I finished up. Surprisingly, the wounds are really healing. I see. And the scars won't beautify this man. Oh my god, this MC is actually so relatable. Yes, they get it. They get scars. Scars are good. Scars are great. Why are you doing all this? The question is asked in an astonishingly serious tone. He's driving me crazy, even more than that clown from earlier, it seems.
I just want to help. Like, you want tips and to go home, play The Sims and watch a stupid show. I just want to help. Truth, you're an angel of mercy from a dirty desk student. These are my work obligations. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't bother you. That's a fucking lie. I would probably help. I just want to help. Why? David is confused. In his system of beliefs, action always equals benefit. I'm throwing a wretch into this flawless, long-running mechanism. I can't watch someone suffer. Let's just say I have certain pressures. Fine. I knew it from the whole very beginning. Let me know. Maybe I fuck with this guy too. You clearly have a few screw looses in your head. If you get pleasure from this, I wouldn't even bother asking what those fetishes are. I just want to sleep in my coffin without any nightmares. Alright, moving on. Screw this. I honestly don't care what's going on in your head. This is the most unconvincing lie I've ever heard in my life. He clears his throat. Thank you. What? Am I hearing things? I thought he didn't know such words. I'm even afraid to breathe, so that I don't square off this rag sort of display of politeness. Sorry for my stuttering. I say that word as if he's pronouncing it for the first... He says that word as he's pronouncing it for the first time in his life. I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually the case. Just a couple more seconds and he's back in the front of the counter. So the client's fed, clean, healed, and yet he's still here, not putting any money on the counter, and the tip jar is lacking. I look at him. He's supposed to be full of energy, but instead he looks lost. David is in deep thought, in a dark, gloomy little place that occupies his mind. I like the music. Are you planning to pitch a tent to... Can I do anything else for you, sir? Cautiously step back. Have you decided to eat me after all? David snorts, hearing the impatience in my voice. What? Are you tired of my company, doll? I leave when I want to leave, and I don't want to yet. I'm curious about one thing. I haven't talked to a regular human in a very long time. I wonder, by regular human, does he mean my extremely natural essence? Why is my nose so fucked? Sorry. Natural essence. I'm no vampire, werewolf, or thieving gnome. Or does he mean my lack of criminal record, an absence of drug abuse, and alcohol dependency? Or maybe he's looking for the perspective of an ordinary worker, a working class person, a grey collar. Does your face always look that funny when you're thinking about something? I don't even get the chance to respond with his jabs before he follows up. Let's conduct this experiment. Suppose you're now a free vampire, able to go wherever you want, do whatever you want. Where would you go? David looks at me expectantly. Absolute cinema. What weaknesses will I have? And who were you before the bite? Can everyone go, can you go find... Ugh. A lot of things depend on who exactly turned me a vampire. Who vamped you? A whole lot. We're practically superhero league. I'm sure it's never crossed your mind that in reality, bloodsuckers can be way scarier than in sappy movies for girls. Looks like he's watched Twilight. Interesting. Some of us not only drink human blood, but also capture people to experiment on them. They turn human bodies into real nightmares of flesh and bone. Dr. Moore couldn't even imagine. And there are vampire sorcerers who can rip your soul out of your body and make you work for them for eternity. Literally. Seems like I've already have one of those sorcerers. His name is Bob. He's checking his bills. There he is. I wonder what inner strength it took David not to flinch.
And there are those who can make your head explode, literally, with just a glance. But not all of us are such wicked bastards. We don't even have to kill a person to eat, just to drink a little, instead of gorging yourself like a pig through the trough. But some don't care. They just drain all the blood and splash it everywhere. The forensic team is baffled why the person is turned into a sprinkler before dying. He seems to enjoy talking about how cool vampires are. Which ones do you have? I have a decent list of what I can do. I'm not complaining. Imagine it. You never get tired. You can party all night. Hello? Fuck all night long. You're stronger than 10 fucks combined. Well, except for 10 werewolf fucks. That might take some effort. If you want to shrink down and fly somewhere, you can turn into a tiny bat. Your reflexes become 100 times sharper. You feel everything. You see everything. You can hear a rat piss a block away. Let's stay silent and continue. And finally, you can make people do anything you want. Absolutely anything. Stay silent and continue. It's the one thing to scare someone shitless. They just give it. It's one thing to scare someone shitless. They give in just to avoid being harmed. Or it's another when they act with full confidence that it's what they want. They don't even realize they're just vampire pawns now. Yes, I think I get it. He pulled that trick on me too. David smells. But this time, the smell is strained. These words are of someone who's tucked a web of artificial connections and ass-related threats. Fear and supernatural compulsion aren't the best foundations for a strong friendship. Saving. David, you're a creature stuck in a web of artificial connections and ass-related threats. Your whole life is based on lies. I can attract friends for myself. Wonderful. Or make someone give me their wallet. He lets out a quiet chuckle. Well, not exactly friends, more like underlings. Why is my nose fucked? I'm sorry. This is awful. What the fuck is going on? Why am I... No, thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, I was looking. You can hatch all sorts of cunning plans with human politicians all while paying a rent. The last part sounds like music to my ears. He seems to enjoy talking about how cool vampires are. And can vampires open beer cans with their minds? Oh, they sure can, but they can't drink the beer afterwards. When I was just recently turned, about 2 years ago, I tried to eat spaghetti. Not the smartest decision. And what happened? I threw up further than I could see, puking out blood and meatballs, left some graffiti and a bit of pasta on the wall. The guy who cleaned it probably thought it was a whole spaghetti monster exploding that alley. Ali, mamma mia, no more pasta, pizza, no more delicious food. That's terrible. Giving up human food is a small price to pay for whatever. Nah, I'm doing this. You got it, exactly. I miss pizza. Oh my god, fucking hell. My buddy used to say, you can always have to sacrifice something. In our case, it's pizza. Sounds silly, of course, but in reality it sucks. Still, you still get used to it over time. I can see he's lying. David lives in a spaghetti-less hell. What kind of monster would doom someone like that? You can still order food delivery, by the way. Just this time, eat the delivery guy. He seems to enjoy... Okay. Back to the questions. Let's ask something else. David looks at me expectantly. I can ask! Why did you watch Twilight? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't
watch Emo Grab. I don't watch Emo Grab. I'm not watching Slop. I don't watch teenager romance. I'm just a boy. I hold a dramatic pause. David looks like a cornered animal. He stares at the floor, then the ceiling, anywhere but me. Finally, he lets out a loud sigh, filled with disappointment and embarrassment. Yes! Fine, damn it, alright, I've watched everything. All Twilight movies, watched The Lost Boys, Interview with a Dead Vampire, Blade. He won't be better than I thought. The idiot who bit me didn't explain anything beyond the basics like, don't go out in the sun, you little punk. I thought maybe these stupid movies would have a clue, you know? Hidden with all that silly romance and melodrama. Most of it turned out to be bullshit. I read legends, searched for info online. As you can imagine, all supernatural beings try not to give themselves away, but sometimes you still stumble upon bits and pieces. All crazies, one or the other. So me, my favorite, by the way, was From Dusk Till Dawn. Too bad vampires don't explode in real life. You still haven't told me if you sparkle like Edward Cullen. He takes a deep breath. No, we don't sparkle. Want to know what happens if I step into the sun? I catch fire in the sun, as if someone's poured gasoline on me and lit a match. Do you know what that smells like? Like fried chicken. It's nasty, excruciating, final death. Very brutal. I love this character so much. I love them. Imagine the smell and slowly lick your lips. The hot men. What the hell is wrong with you? David has clearly dealt with violence, drugs, and monsters, but a cashier craving fried vampire is clearly too much for him. You know, rage baiting. You know, I've seen a lot of crap in my life, but this is the first time I've seen something like this. Do you have some kind of necro barbecue fetish? No, don't answer me. I don't want to know. I'll just pretend I didn't hear anything. Who were you before the bite? He opens his mouth, ready to tell me something. To tell me off or mention something about butts again, but stops himself. Probably his thank you sealed our fragile friendship. I tell you, but it's probably not relevant. Well, it's nothing. I was a nobody. I was just surviving as everything went to hell. Unlike all those bastards born with a silver spoon up their ass. Ah, classic. Have you ever seen those happy American families in TV commercials? They sit on a table with a bowl of salad, smiling like idiots, and they always have a dog. Well, that wasn't my case. My stepdad was a crazy guy who thought the best birthday gift was a smack on the head. He did teach me how to shoot properly, though. I left my family dump early. It's really dumb. I thought I'd start a band and become a rock star. But as they say, wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which one fills up faster. At first, I worked whatever I could. Then I found some guys to do some shitty stuff with. There aren't many ways to make a living in Los Angeles area. Can't exactly work the cash register, right? David jabs again, but without malice. The antisocial environment made him resentful of the middle and upper class, but it hasn't affected me yet. I wonder why. Yeah, being a gangster would be cool. Doing gangster things, riding motorcycles. He lets out a chuckle. Come on, life isn't as fun as it is in the TV shows. Movie watching, slop watching. Mostly, we just sold diluted crap to junkies. Solved our problems. Sometimes no person, no problem, you know? I prefer the part about motorcycles. Yep, see me too. That's it. That's the whole story. What about you? Oh my god, this is my chance to make something cool. I just tell them how it is. I'm a criminal too, the best sniper in my gang. I'm now hiding under the fake name in another city, another state. I am a single parent family. Not telling. And no dog, tell the truth. He listens to how I end up in this dump, about my job search and everything else. I did sell drugs in alley, and it seems that we still find some common we still seem to find some common ground. Got it. You're not in your element. Okay, hell, no, I need to figure out a way to, like, this, why is my nose blocking up? Maybe because of all the talking, I'm not used to this talking. I didn't mute. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry I didn't mute. I took Tabasco sauce. I'm really sorry I didn't mute. That was disgusting. I used Tabasco sauce and hopefully that helps. It did bit. David truly understands. Neither he nor I wanted to end up where we are, and neither of us know what to do next. We both love cheap noodles, and he can't eat them anymore. I win! Yep, you must be tired of those draw me requests, huh? I would draw you. No, like a French girl. There's something charming about a guy that's just a guy, but he's also a vampire. I kind of like this. I quite like this a lot. He's very cute. He tries to look nonchalant, but his eyes show he's interested. Go ahead. I love beautiful doodles. He says the word doodles with such a strange tenderness that it sounds more like a compliment than an insult. I pick up a pencil. Draw him as he is. Oh, shit. Wow, what a face. I almost forgot what I look like. Bags under my eyes, like a junkie. Silence hangs in the air while David examines the drawing. He clearly doesn't know how to react with this unexpected little act of normalcy. Looks cool. The last words are spoken in a barely audible, almost reverent whisper, unlike anything I've ever heard from him in this before. Two simple words, said with all the sincerity this guy can muster. I can do something too. David takes a pencil from me and with a deep concentration, always sticking to out his tongue, scribbles something. Aww! Aww, that's super cute. He can draw too. What the fuck? Yo. This is all fine shit. I want them all. Let me know. A few minutes later, a drawing appears before me. I never thought this guy would be capable of that. You draw better than me and I have an education! Come on, it's nothing. I'm not much of an artist. This is so pretty. This is so cute. I was into it a little bit when I was a kid. Comics and all that. Nothing serious. I take the drawing for myself. Alright, where were we? David looks at me expectantly. Fuck, this is a really long game. I will have to definitely separate this in parts. A lot of things depend on who exactly wait. No, I didn't do that. What weaknesses will I have? Well, no more tanning, no more reflections in mirrors. If you're ugly before, it's actually a bonus, right? You can enter without an invitation. Garlic doesn't scare you either. Holy water is trickier, depending on the situation. A stake works, but piercing your chest would be quite the challenge. Piercing up any part of you is actually quite the challenge. Actually, our skin is like steel, unless particularly persistent werewolves come along. Well, at least you can enter without invitation. No need for unnecessary chit-chat with people. David looks at me expectantly. Yeah, a lot of people think that about that at first. But it's a bad idea to leave a trail of bodies of people you somehow connected to. And your head quickly fills with other things like, well, the fact that you're dead and it's forever. So after you've been turned, you didn't find everyone that bullied you at school and beat them? I usually beat them up right at school. Ah.
right. Real. You might think I was actually some kind of bully, constantly pulling pranks, but I was actually quiet in class. Just messing around at the back of the class, just like an invisible man. Until some jerk started picking on me, and once I smashed a globe over a guy's head just because he mocked my sneakers. As if wearing clothes from Walmart made me worse than them. Good thing we don't have globes here. He doesn't answer right away. He just furrows his brows. Several long minutes pass in silence. Some old stinking jerk. A lot is mixed into those 4 words, as if he both hates and mourns the old jerk. Probably that guy wasn't a contender for Father of the Year. I wait for him to continue, but he remains silent. He looks like an angry, cornered dog. It's unlikely that he'll speak up on his own. And what did your old stinking jerk do? Don't call him that, damn it. Don't you dare. The rage in his eyes shifts to confusion just for a brief moment before he looks away. I mean, yeah, call him whatever you want, including old stinking fart jerk. Immediately use your privilege. Old stinking jerk! An unexpected, genuine laugh escapes his lips. A rough, abrupt sound. Or come up with something more interesting? Bedbug. Count Cocula. Chocula. He laughs. Yes, piece of crap count. Von Count. There's a tone of feverish joy in his voice, as if he's finally indulging in something forbidden, very enjoyable. David remained silent for a few more seconds before speaking. That jerk suffered from power seizures, and that's all there is to say about him. No amount of booze could erase what that damn villain did in my memory. I suppose all old vampires are like that. It seems he won't tell me more about his vampire dad. I'm ready. Excellent. He leans in closer. Come closer, little one. When suddenly... Oh shit, he was gonna turn me. Are you wild lads? You dickheads! He turned into a bat. I don't even have time to blink before David vanishes. Now he's a little bat hiding in the counter. Behind the counter. Listen up, don't say anything about me. Sit tight and behave, or you'll feel incredibly shitty. Trust me, if you rat me out to that mud, I'll find a way to get out and twist your head off. The frightened voice is completely lacking, mostly because the voice now comes from a very small, no angry bat. Werewolf. A werewolf is about to come in here now. The creature steps inside. Oh, he's polite. He's a baby. I know how to voice this. Good evening, madame. A low, rumbling bass, surprisingly calm and friendly. I'm listening, sir. Can I pet you? I want to pet you. I want to pet you. I want to pet you. Can I pet you? Ma'am? I'm not sure if I understood you correctly. Do you want to pet me? He awkwardly shifts from paw to paw. That's very unexpected and of course flattering, ma'am. Don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of on duty tracking the supernatural. He looks around nervously. All right, you can, but just a little. I have important business. Save this. I reach out and pet him. His fur is warm, soft, and thick. I immediately feel a low vibration. The werewolf is silently purring. At first, it's barely noticeable movement, but then his snort, fluffy tail starts to wax slowly but confidently from side to side. Oh, is he angry? Like, is he jealous? He's a good boy. A very, very big but good boy. He deserves praise. I'm Princess Monaco and of the gas station. Although David doesn't seem thrilled, I put my hand back. He is not happy. Thank you, madame. It's been a while since I've been... Anyway, thank you. So to get back to the purpose of my visit, I apologize for this sudden intrusion, Edward. Edward, you can call me Eddie. We're chasing down a certain pest. You haven't seen a vampire around here by any chance, have you? You know, young, a bit scruffy, wearing a leather jacket.
You see, here's the story. One of our pack nearly took out a vampire sire and his offspring a few hours ago. It was a tough battle. We've suffered losses. We've tried to track him. We've tried to track them and found one of them. Well, more like a pile of ash where he once laid. It seems that one of the bloodsuckers offered the other when he was weakened. Their family values are quite lacking.
He seems patricide. It seems a patricide has occurred. David didn't tell me anything about this. Probably why he had all those questions about vampirism. He was trying to get advice on where to go after killing his creator, but in a completely idiotic way.
You see, ma'am, vampires and parasites are the body of our society. They drink blood like mosquitoes. Unlike mosquitoes, they kill their victims by draining them dry. They languish in boredom of their mortality, and first destroying human destinies, play with them, torment them, and derive them of semblance of pleasure from their suffering. They are devoid of true feelings.
Bloody hell. Lies! I look at David, devoid of any feelings. He's shaking all over.
So I'd be extremely grateful for any help.
Don't give David away. That bastard's threatened me 5 minutes ago, but now he's a small, trembling, and helpless.
He's my bastard. Yes, he is. He is our bastard.
I force a smile, and I say I haven't seen anything. A quiet, peaceful night. Odie examines me closely. He's probably catching a faint scent of blood, but my calm demeanor throws him off.
Strange. Well, okay, if he shows up, just give me a whistle. We won't be far away from here. Good night, ma'am.
The werewolf goes off to his important werewolf business, I should say. David crawls out of his hiding spot. You could have turned me in. He stares into me, my eyes, as if he's trying to peer into my soul and understand what it's made of. And that would have been the sensible decision. But I'm glad you're not one of the sensible ones. David says this with genuine relief in his voice. He's grateful to me, and now doesn't know what to do with that gratitude. Pay me! Pay me! Pay me! Pay me! He clears his throat awkwardly. So, what's the answer to my question? What would you do if you were a vampire? His gaze reminds me of a lost fighting dog without a master. He's restless and can't find his place. What an advisor he picked. May the Lord help him. Ooh, we got options. And I love my little werewolf Eddie. I've taken everything life has to offer. Travel, entertainment, new experiences. The world is full of wonders. And when you're immortal, all doors are open for you. I just have the... Fucking hell. What could enslave humanity? Or at least one neighborhood... Fucking hell, sorry. I'm like gonna pop my fucking nose, like blowing it so hard. It's midnight, so I will have to stop soon. Reading all this has been educational. One can save humanity. At least one neighborhood in this city. You could learn many things, read so many books, even learn how to play the saxophone. I'll take everything else to offer. He chuckles. Oh, still waters run deep and all that. Pity the roads of adventure led you to a stinky gas station. Maybe you're right. The world isn't limited to this lousy town. He says this quietly, almost to himself, looking out the window at a dark, empty highway, as if he just remembered there's something beyond this cage of alleyways and gangland showdowns. Here, for future adventures. Ooh, hefty. David is about to turn around and leave when he suddenly stops. He puts a crumpled piece of paper from his pocket, scribbling a number on it, and leaves it on the table next to my hand. But just as I reach for it, his hand covers mine, pressing it to the table. His skin feels cold, rough, from barely visible scars and blisters. His grave-like chilly, sharply contrasts from the warmth of my own hand. I feel a slight tingle, like static electricity. Call me if you need a ride from work. I've got a couple of ideas of what we could do before dawn. See you.
Oh my god. David says goodbye, leaves. The gas station sinks into absolute silence. It's stinking of absolute silence. Well, that was quite an interesting encounter. I really could have turned it in, but I didn't want to. Hang on the drawing. Aww. That's really cute. For someone obsessed with isolated threats, surprisingly his hands are quite skilled. And now I also have a date invitation from a guy who wanted to make me his dinner half an hour ago. I don't know what's worse, this or the offer to go home in a bone carriage. Though something tells me that if I accept, I might not want to return home at all. And I want the bone carriage because I'm down bad and I love a little entertainer of sorts. I've survived another visitor. It seems I'm starting to get used to this job. Wiping off the sticky residue, I'm hoping it was just spilled soda from the counter. I suddenly hear a crunch of gravel outside. Hooves? This is definitely not another vampire. The stranger leans against the counter, trying to look casual, but the way that his tail twitches betrays his nervous tension. Hi. He clears his throat. Hello, babe. My name is Victor. Aren't your parents pirates by any chance? Oh my god, it's an awkward incubus. I thought it would be a really confident one from the way he looked. No, sir, my parents are not pirates. You mean, are they rich pirates who could pay me ransom if you kidnap me? Please, sir, don't. Oh god, no! No! His voice cracks, jumping in octave. No, miss, not at all. I was trying to flirt. To flirt just to kidnap me? You're lulling me into a false sense of security to eat me. Alright, sir, I believe you. You're not a serious kidnapper of cashiers. He sighs in relief. I'm sorry. I'll try to look less threatening next time. Is it because my wounds are too sharp? Oh my god. His face is burning. Victor takes another deep, frantic breath. His stomach is growling so horribly. I hope the guy is okay. Is it really that bad? I mean, is my flirting technique really that terrible? Awkwardness is a great style. I liked it. This might be the best compliment he's ever heard in his life. Probably the only one. You liked it? Of course I fucking did. It was cringe. It was cringe as fuck. Of course I liked it. Like, let's not deny. His voice mixes surprise, disbelief, and a shy glimmer of joy. I'm really glad you like the awkwardness, because I have plenty of it. You've probably noticed. Right off the bat, is it really written on my face? Actually, I've chose this tactic to charm you, miss. Of course, everything went according to plan. He's so cute. Oh my god. This is really bad for my soul. He coughs shyly and mumbles something to himself. Then he shifts his gaze back at me. Actually, miss, I'm here to acquire... He doesn't get to finish. We have a visitor. Hey! Whoa! She stands next to the counter, clicking her mandibles impatiently. 2 packages of Braxy, a pack of screaming cheese, and a bag of fairy fingers, darling. By the way, your gas attendant's a real sweetheart. What? It's frightening to imagine what my invisible colleague looks like. He hasn't even bothered to say hello. And hurry up, I need to rush. I have a lot of work waiting for me today. I'm starting to pack the order. At the same time, the incubus awkwardly tries to hit on the lady. And I thought we had something special. Apparently, the failed Casanova decided to try his luck on his new victim. Wow, you seem so busy and cool, ma'am, and you must have a very wonderful job. She
starts clicking her mandibles energetically, producing a buzzing sound that vaguely resembles laughter. Wonderful. Oh yes, wonderful. Wonderful for those who don't like to eat, sleep, or even see their children grow. Really, the best job in the 9 worlds. Speaking of children... Oh, I feel like I should have given a different accent, but that's fine. Victor barely recovers from her sarcasm, but then the lady immediately pulls a wallet out of her bag and unfolds it. And over and over and over again. It seems endless. This is Gugu. He has his father's mandibles. Victor gazes into the abyss, and the abyss gazes back, revealing baby pictures. The seduction attempt failed again. Like any mother, Lady Mantis loved her children and considered it to be a sacred duty to tell everyone, every passing incubus, about them. This is Gugu. Gugo. He's in his rebel phase right now. He pissed his mandibles. Can you imagine? He's making such a racket when he eats. Can I see that? I don't think I see that. The image of a lava in a biker jacket makes me snort, and it reminds me of David. And this is Gigi, and this is Gaga. They're still larvae, but they're already so talented. What talents do larvae have? They just lie there and eat. I do too, though. Wait. Don't think about that. You. Oh, sorry. That's not a name. You have very beautiful children, ma'am. All 20 of them are incredibly cute. That's just the first wallet. Oh my god, I want to be an asshole. I will help him though, he's very cute and he doesn't know what to do. I got a bit carried away. I'm really in a hurry. Here, money, darling. Victor watches as she disappears into the night, then turns to me with a grateful look. Thank you, miss. I couldn't have handled 20 more kids, to be honest. I already broke down at the 8th. And I thought I was looking after a cat was hard. The lady left a very little tip. That's probably all her money went to her children. Victor suddenly remembers why he came here to buy something. However, my visitors rarely recall that. That's true. They never fucking buy shit. I need a book. Victor scans my stinking supernatural realm of discount rotten chocolate bars. It's a guide. Well, succubi and incubi. I can't remember what's called, but I've definitely heard something about it. Could you take a look? It's definitely not for me. It's for my less experienced friend, because I'm, employee of the month in my lair. He didn't specify whether he's the worst or best employee of the month. Well, life force harnessing for dummies, or something like that. I hear him mumbling quietly to himself. And my nose is fucking dying. I need to stop, but it's such a good read. Such a shame. I should have just stayed home and rewatched Evergallion. Hello? Why are they all, actually just green flags? All of them. I do not care. I want them all. They're all actually just, cutie patooties. All of them adorable. And they all need love in their life. And I might be drawing all of them, because I love all of them. They're so cute. I'll be drawing the wolf because he reminds me of Lobo. Little Lobo wolf. The incubi that's actually a complete fucking virgin, basically, which honestly I relate to, so that's awesome. We can communicate in our awkwardness when we're flirting. At least I'm a little bit... No, I'm not, I'm joking. Then we have a fucking cringe little young adult, basically. He's just a normal guy that's a vampire. That's cute, and I like that. Anyway, Evergallion for the 10th time. I'm heading to the storage room. I just noticed the background, there's little Mongolians and spiders and a chicken.
Ooh, whoa, excuse me.
Just a few hours before, I was rushing around here to look for blood for the very hungry monster. Now all these valves, eyes, and tentacles seem less ominous. A gigantic dead moth lies atop of one of these boxes, or perhaps it's just very tired. I'm rummaging through the book selection. Deep in between Baboon Metaphysics and Limit of the Patience of Your Dead Servants, I find the desired volume. I come back from the storage room, holding this forbidden, mind-bending treatise title. Everything. No, let's make this a funny little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4. Everything. No, everything you've ever wanted to know about demons and everything you didn't want to know about them. Wow, this is better. Definitely better than those PDF guides from various sites for... never mind here. Clearly not for the whole family. Let's study it? Yes, it would be very unusual if he just paid me, tipped me, and moved along. I expect too much from this life. But in fact, this will be an entertaining educational lesson. It certainly won't be unnecessary. And the guy looks like those pictures are enough to make him faint. The sooner that this is over, the sooner I can send him on his way. What the fuck is my job, bro? I'm entertaining every single one of these. My fucking boss is a takoyaki in the back, fucking crying, raging about how he's losing money and needs money to leave the terrestrial realm for whatever fucking fuck-ass contract he's in. Literally, but he is a very cute boss. I do like my boss. I do like him a lot. But it is a he is a little bit not to be taken seriously. Moving on. We find a cozy spot next to the counter. I pull the grimoire closer. It's not a grimoire, it's a Guna fucking thing. Oh wow. I open up the book, the pages, yellowed with brittle age, release a cloud of dust and indecent, horrifying desires. Incubi. Like a Pokédex entry. Incubi. The nature of the tempting rogue, hooves of desire. Tempting rogues? Oh, that's me. Yes, definitely me. Hooves are just like mine. You have no idea how awful they clop, especially on tiles. When you sneak to the fridge at night, the whole house wakes up with you. Everyone thinks there's a big, clumsy cow living in your apartment. So how do incubi even, born? I actually don't know much about that. Oh, you're right. All incubi are made purple. I thought my skin color was just some kind of coincidence. I thought they were just different colors, buddy. You know, like when you create a character in a video game and just spin the color wheel until you stumble upon something weird. Oh, he's a nerd. Oh, he's a nerd. Oh, he's actually really cute. All these characters, instill something different in me. I love them all for different reasons. This is such a... No, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. But, he's so sweet. He's so cute, bro. In comparison to everyone else, Eddie, that's just, that's baby boy. That's my little dog. Little pet him. Little polite little fella. And then with, fuck, I'm really bad with names. But with vampire boy. David, yes, David. He's just low key. He is actually kind of just low key, and he's kind of cute because he's just he's LARPing to be nonchalant, when he isn't really, but he is lost, so it isn't also nonchalant. It is so cute. I love him. What a sweetheart. And also we have fun shit like the end game, the end goal. It is pretty apparent that I like him very much. It does not matter. I love all of them, but, there was one particular character that just maybe makes me a little bit more happier than the others for good reason, because he has a little bit of a humor, and we go on a back and forth. Wonderful. Beautiful. Love him. Moving on, he gives me a cautious look, as if it's not entirely sure about the coolness of his purple hue. Not true. I love the purple color. Too bad I'm not purple. Shakes head sadly. You know what I mean? When I was created, someone also spelled the real. By the way, I was created as sport. His face immediately brightens with a smile. Yeah, well, I think it's pretty cool too. It's nice to know, you know, like, what's my called? My demonic phenotype, huh? This is very cute. Victor turns his attention back to the book. He runs his clawed fingers down the lines. So I still don't, okay, I guess in this universe specifically, you just get kind of turned into an incubi. Like, is it like your punishment in the afterlife as a human? Because like he seems like very new, or like he's birthed. He seems so normal. Like, I don't know. I don't know much about incubi. Like, I really like succubus and incubi, but I actually don't know. I just thought they existed and they're kind of just there. But I like this world. I mean, they have hooves. I like that. I might be stealing that, actually. Incubi and appreciators of the vibrant hues of the soul. They draw power not from blood or life force, but the pure energy of mortal emotions. Interesting. And although a refined banquet of positive emotions is the preferred ambrosia, what a fancy word. I'm assuming that he stuttered that. A practitioner can also sustain themselves with more coarse, fickle energies of negativity, despair, horror, humiliation. He wouldn't be speaking that way. Energies of negative, despair, horror, and humiliation provide a quick and albeit unpleasant rush of power. It's no wonder that now, even after an argument with someone, in the comments, I feel like I've eaten a few raisins. That's very interesting. I hate raisins, by the way. Judging by the expression on his face, he's clearly not cut out for the horrors and humiliation. His limit is probably arguing on 4chan. Also a kind of a source of horrors and humiliation, but still, it's a bit different. An incubus man, a barely less effective, is a form of symbiotic connection by feeding off a single consenting mortal vessel. Aww. I thought this was gonna be very dark, but everyone's quite nice. This is quite a wholesome scenario. Like, everyone's consenting, no cannibalism, nothing of the sort, just a bit of blood and a bit of bones and a bit of banter. Everyone's like quite honest in this reading. A mortal vessel, in turn, can absorb some power or from the incubus, among other things, of their mortality. Oh my god, finally I can speak in my normal-ish voice where I'm not performing as much. Sorry. Performative reader. What time is it? Almost half an hour past, so I'm gonna probably stop when it actually hits 1 a.m. at most. I'm really getting into this. I'm assuming this is quite a long book. Long visual novel. Wow. Almost sounds like a decent deal. I certainly always had plenty of emotions, mostly hatred for the fact that I have to earn money, I have to work, a whole matter of reasons for Victor, or whatever he's called it. What a relief. Just one person. The thought of having to chase after a whole bunch of strangers makes me feel sick. Bye-bye, Kirby! Have a nice dinner. Have a good one. I will be reading for a bit, and probably when you're back, I will work on my work, so I'm not wasting time. I'm going to be staying up a little bit too, because there is a stream that I want to catch tomorrow. Well, I'm assuming it's tomorrow, so I hope I get it. Anyway, what a relief. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Well, but I love communicating. Well, sometimes. Oh, well, it's cool when you can get along with people. Some people are just made for that, and me, well, I'm just me. Always feel like I'm saying something wrong. Because I usually do say something wrong. Seems like I'm doing it right now, too. Yeah, getting attached to one person, you don't have to try to constantly impress strangers. That's just a dream. Victor flips through the grimoire, reading the chapter's titles.
techniques of rogue seduction, juicy emotional juices, using lascivious what? Okay, he's as confused as me. Lascivious energies for thaumaturgal purposes. I don't even want to know. I just want to not starve without energy and maybe pay my rent. I don't need to be the lusty cousin of Doctor Strange. His finger finally jabs at a random chapter title somewhere in the middle. Love letters. It seems completely irrevocably outdated, especially the part about carrier pigeon colors. Love letters. Who writes love letters anymore? This should apply to text messages, right? But this is a good start. Let's work on this before moving on to more complex seduction methods. He pulls out a pen from somewhere, a cheap ballpoint pen with a little anime cat charm at the end. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hand him a grease-stained napkin, like everything in this rotten place. The book... Let me read that back. Fucking hell. Okay. The book says to convey aching adoration, a hint of forbidden desire. Victor starts... Fucking hell, this is a really long read.
Oh my god. He's actually like terminally online. The two men that have approached my domain of the gas station are like actually extremely extremely pilled, and one is a Redditor and 4chaner. Like, what the fuck? No 4chaner can be this cute, bro. It's not true, it's not real.
It's fine. Moving on. Maybe something like this. Lovely. You're so cringe. You're actually so fucking cringe. It's fascinating that you've survived this long. Yeah, I guess this isn't really the most aching thing in the world. He takes a less greasy napkin from me and starts drawing again. What about this? Oh! I like that. I like that. That's a banger. That is a banger. Will you marry me? And a funny kitty. Wonderful. That lonely, pain-filled tear is like a cherry on top. Check the yes box. I love teasing the innocent. He's actually so cute, bro. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? This is so wholesome. Victor's mind is now a blue screen of death. This probably means the picture turned out well, right? With a trembling hand, he takes the drawing for himself. If my client gets a heart attack, Bob will probably kill me. Victor continues to flip through the book, recognizing the desires of the vessel. He scans the first few lines of the text. It's all about observing subtle hints, interpreting the body language, and engaging with candid conversations to uncover the special nature of the mortal's carnal desires. He glances at me. What does Vessel Yui want? Glorious. The vessel wants fame, love, and adoration. The vessel wants to become the new Sandro Bossili? Holy shit. The vessel wants a simple human sofa and cuddles on it. Yeah.
These are all fucking true. The best wants stable mental health. I want cuddles, bro. Oh, great. And pizza, right? His eyes are genuine sympathy and understanding of every delicate string of my unfortunate lonely soul. That's honestly quite a simple desire, and if the criteria is for the second person on the couch aren't too strict, I can easily help. Though sometimes I comment too loudly on what's happening on the screen, we would get along well, but I would also be annoyed at you randomly. I would abuse you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I'm the way I am. You're too good for me. You're generally too good for me. I hope the sweet lies that I'm telling you, there is somebody that actually means them, and it should not be me to be saying it, because I'm an evil fucking bastard and would be so annoyed at you eventually. I'm so sorry, but I also don't want to. You're very cute. I hope that I'm not too much of a problem. Sometimes you can't help but make stupid comments 10, 20, in 5 minutes, especially when you know some facts about the movie. Oh, actually, I might like that. He's just gonna info dump. That might be cute. I don't know. That is kind of cute. He loves mansplaining. We continue to study this villainous seduction manual. The art of verbal seduction and slippery flattery. To his surprise, Victor finds no mention of the fact that pirate compliments work on living people. We examine the first paragraph, where the words are labeled as keys to the treasures chest of a heart. It's insane to me. Hold on, sorry. I'm pausing for a second. It's insane to me that I can scream and shout for hours while playing games and fucking laugh and giggle normally when I'm talking to somebody, but like actually reading something out loud gets me a fucking snoveling nose. I need to drink water every fucking few seconds because I'm not used to like having this much autonomy. And this much autonomy to my own fucking voice, and it's beating me. I feel fucking exhausted. Like, it's very fun, but like this is fucking hard. What the fuck am I doing? Like, how am I doing this for hours on end? I'm like, what's going on? But I don't know. What the fuck? I need to think on that. A little Google search for off stream, so I can explain to it later about how actually talking for long periods of time to yourself drives you to psychosis and also makes you sickly. Anyway, and flatteries are described as powerful aphrodisiac for the ego. It is all very dramatic, but the main idea is quite simple. Say nice things, don't say unpleasant things. This is definitely outdated. If I tell something that his eyes are double gateways to Champ Elise, I'll definitely get sprayed with pepper. And this, good lord, when I kiss you, I tremble like a paralyzed beggar. How is this supposed to work? No, that's too much, even for me. Victor clears his throat. His gaze slides over me, trying to latch onto something particularly attractive about my appearance. You have very elegant shape. No, you. Do I? Yup, I love pointy ears. Thank you, they're very nimble now. Okay, so it is very implied that he is changed. He is a new incubi, whatever that entails. But there's no instructions about when somebody compliments you back. Probably don't blush, and that's something I didn't manage. He takes a deep breath, gathering his courage for another compliment. Actually, I think you have a wonderful sense of humor. Like nothing can really get to you, right? So most people would scream, run away in horror, or fall into true existential crisis. Listen, bro, this is like the best fucking day on the job in my life. Even with the fear of fucking dying, this is quite enjoyable. I'm the main joker of this greasy gas station. Should I be proud or horrified? And we're gonna save. A little bit more, and then I'll stop. I liked it. This is very different from like the previous characters. This is so chill. Despite everything, he starts to relax. He's probably beginning to feel more comfortable around me. I would never thought a monster would have to struggle with the discomfort from interacting with a mortal soul, and not the other way around. Another chapter. There's gnomes. How to be a mirror. I didn't know we could change. Oh, it's metaphorical. The text describes the principles of mirroring, subtly borrowing oh my god, autism 101, speech patterns, and even express opinions of the victim to create a sense of closeness and understanding. The path of least resistance is gaining mortal attachment. Oh no, what about all that stuff about be yourself and everything will work out? My mom lied to me, didn't she? With similar interests, what do ordinary people like? Football and the weather? Definitely not anime. He likes Dark Souls! I'm gonna marry him! My nose is bleeding. My nose is actually bleeding. He likes Dark Souls. No, wipe him up now! Wipe him up now! It don't matter. He's on the table for me. The ship has turned. The ship has turned. I want him. I want him, Your Honor. I will marry him. He's mine. He will be mine. Anyone that is a fan of Dark Souls has piked and peaked and tweaked and piqued my interest severely to the level that is indescribable to normal human comprehension. I'm so fucking happy. Everyone knows Dark Souls, right? That's not the surprise. But I'm assuming because he wants to talk about it, it's a little bit more than that. And you know, I have a lot to talk about with Dark Souls. And I would love to fucking do a big stream of me just enjoying playing for the first time the other Dark Souls games that I haven't played, or continuing my other playthroughs, because I need to finish it. And I really love my little lore dump things. I want to play it more and get my ass beat because that's my favorite thing in the world. But I do get a little bit time consumed, and those type of streams would be 12 hours, which is why I haven't touched a Dark Souls game in a while. And I haven't complete Elden Ring's DLC, even though I've completed the base game, just because like I know it will consume me. Because when I touched the DLC when it initially came out, I was literally there for a few hours, and I do not have the time or the mental capacity to do that. It is almost 1 a.m. so I will stop here though with that in mind, because I went on a tangent and I feel like I'll be intrigued. Discussing the brilliant soundtrack of Silent Hill with people is a bad idea, that's for sure. Oh, I love you. I actually really like him. He's really cute. I'm gonna stop here. It was really fun. I hope I get better at talking, at saying what is speaking and saying words on the screen, because I like writing, but I'm god awful at saying what's actually on my mind and saying things that are written. And I want to get more confident in that, and I want to get better at that, and I want to be more entertaining so that I can just, I guess, you know, be more fun to talk to. I don't know if this is even entertaining to watch, just like me reading and just having fun, but it is what it is. Thank you Cubby, thank you everyone else that joined. I know there was some lurkers. I saw a few lurkers, and I'm happy. Thank you everyone for coming and just saying hi. Like, I appreciate that. And any future people, I'm gonna make a second live stream, I should say, of continuing this. Maybe next week, maybe tomorrow. But this is lasted for 3 hours, and I've gone really into it, and I really enjoy this. So I will stop here for now. Let's close the game. Everyone have a nice night. I'm gonna go back to work now. And I should have a post uploading, as I said at the start of the stream, at 2 a.m. UK time. So that's on my Twitter. I don't know if I have my Twitter
in my YouTube bio, but my YouTube bio is on my Twitter, so please, friends, for anyone, please support me. Please give a little like, maybe a little retweet. I don't care who does it. It makes me happy when I see familiar names liking my stuff. It makes me the happiest girl in the world. Yes, and thank you. For everyone that also messaged me yesterday about opening up and stuff and just talking to me. It was really sweet. Quite a few people actually messaged me just to like say a lot of nice things, like frankly insane amount of nice things, and I was really shocked. So if they ever go back and they recognize the time and day that this happens, they'll know that I'm talking to them. So thank you. I'll see everyone later, another time, and thank you